Let's buckle up, everybody. We are, for the first time since February, so almost 2 months, in a best-of-5 grand final between Happy and Foggy. What an absolute classic in the European scene. This has been the final of many, many Dream Hacks and so many ESL Cups as we're getting more support closer to the 150. We are at 144, so $5.30 missing. Who chipped in? $10 by Zimmerling. Go, Foggy, go. Rigor Mortis with the $5. You gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. That is, of course, the wise words of Mr. Knubberquake. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we move on to this very match. Oh, I'm so giddy about this. I'm so happy to finally see this again. It's been some time. And since then, Happy has played a lot of show matches versus Night Elf. And especially the Chinese Night Elf's Colorful and 15 Sway took some maps off of him. So the potential for a full-out best of 5 is pretty good.
We were talking during the break how, you know, these two, when they were playing every single week, even sometimes multiple times per week, they were always dictating the meta. Maybe not necessarily of the matchup itself, but the meta between each other. And Happy seemed to be the one that was always adjusting and making Foggy really think and study and come up with something new. So we'll see if there's anything different. Has Happy learned something from the Chinese Night Elves? Has Foggy learned something from seeing Foggy or from seeing Happy lose to these other Night Elf players? So there's plenty on the table for what has changed in the past few months. Because you said they haven't played since February, really?
Yes, February 22. Wow. And this is a very interesting thing here, and especially Happy is in a weird spot because the meta has evolved for sure. More Mass Air, more Demon Hunter openings, but Foggy is still stuck with the Keeper. He's still playing Keeper. And we already have a very interesting side as I see 2 skulls in Happy's inventory.
Very cool, very cool. This must have something to do with the map, but honestly, with just ghouls, especially when you're being harassed by a Keeper, I can't imagine this expansion is that simple to creep. It's not as though it's a Tide Hunters expansion, for instance.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Oh, close to a last hit, but Happy got it. Coil on the ghoul as well. This is, of course, mana that he would rather spend offensively to grind up faster, but keep these ghouls happy and healthy. You still need them. So is that Keeper appearance already a shutdown of Happy's expansion plan, or is it still doable?
Forces are under attack.
I'm wondering if Happy will still commit to it for sure. I mean, sometimes we see people buy sacrificial skulls and just as a fake out, they want to sell the town portal anyway. But Foggy, for sure, he's just expanding behind this as well. So this is really nice pressure for Foggy.
Is Happy expanding in the middle now?
Oh, I would love that. That would be so cool.
I would absolutely love it. Wisp is scouting at the north. CSA, still untouched. Expo is coming, as you mentioned. Tier 2 tech started for Foggy as well. This busy early game is pretty good for Foggy.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gotten a lot done. He's gotten to level 2 eventually. Got nice items. He's going to creep out the expansion now completely unharassed. And also on top of that, he denied the expansion plans of Happy, as it seems. Yeah, Happy is teching now. So, yeah, everything has been perfect for Foggy, dare I say, so far.
So far, indeed. For both, very, very late. Even later for Foggy than it is for Happy. Of course, +1 for Happy, +2 for Foggy, which is past midnight for both of them. And both not liking the late night too much compared to the average gamer.
And Happy's inventory would trigger me so much if I was playing right now. Yeah, he's just going to sell everything. I feel you, Happy. Just get rid of all that garbage, man. They had a full inventory and literally no value there. Okay, gets a circlet as well. Tree of Life up and scouted, but cannot be stopped now, cannot be canceled.
Yeah, and that's why he's transitioning back to creeping. Found a staff in the shop. I like that a ton. More mobility. But he doesn't find any targets for coils. So Hunter's Hall almost up, expansion up, and not running over. We'll take a minute. So Happy, will your tier 2 expand or what?
Yeah, I'm really wondering what Happy's gonna do, because Foggy's level 3 now. His expansion was free. He's got archers. He's tier 2. everything is perfect for Foggy. So what is Happy's reaction? Because he's certainly not in a good position. He's going to be at least level 3 on the Death Knight, but he's probably about to lose a ton of ghouls.
Oh, Keeper. Can't hope for a right click. No. The coil is just way too fast. So, Happy with a nice retreat of the ghouls. This Watch Award, by the way, amazing. Gives him so much information about timings. And Foggy, oh, I thought for a second he's not rooting, but he is.
Does Foggy go into the base now to get some of those low HP ghouls? Okay, immediate tier 3 tech for Happy. Lich on the way. All to be expected. And then, what's the second here? Okay, we'll be Demon Hunter second. And I imagine Happy will do the thing where he tries to go across the map with just the Lich and the level 3 Death Knight and try to pressure that Demon Hunter creeping until he has Destroyers on the field, won't leave the base with any of these ghouls, any of the Fiends, anything like that.
Yeah, he'll probably grab a mana potion, as he oftentimes does. But, yeah, early game, not that great, as we said. Interesting. So, this also now tell how good are Foggy's level 3 creep routes for a tier 2 hero.
Right,
this new map is not too explored. How well thought out is this Demon Hunter creep route?
Okay, so the Ancient War goes to that one camp I didn't actually notice. It's one of those sneaky camps that gives actually a lot of experience. And Happy, just like I said, you know, sort of pressuring the Demon Hunter creeping indirectly by pressuring the Ancient War. Obviously, that's where most of the time the second hero is going to go, but he just goes instead, Foggy, to the mercenary camp.
Okay, decent dodge.
Yeah.
Minus filling. Happy is, of course, boosting up for that big tier 3 push. Oh, important last hit for Foggy. Gets it on the Sasquatch. Item as well. Ring of Protection +4. Not too bad. But here is Happy Micro.
Oh, it's just dead, isn't it? Oh, no. Nice entangle. And the Moonwell's in range. It was so close to dying there. One more Coil Nova and he would have bit the dust, but okay. Dryad's on the way out now, and nothing lost there for Foggy, impressively.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to use the same word as you. Impressive is the word so far, but you're not out of shallow water. I love the Demon Hunter equipment. Double ring, +8 damage, +8 armor almost. Doesn't help against Coil Nova, obviously. But no minus armor here! Last hit so important! Happy gets it.
Ooh, and a Robe of the Magi as well as that last hit. That's great for Happy. And again, this is all gravy because he's just waiting for the Destroyers to be done. Back at home, 2 Fiends, all the ghouls still alive. The statue comes and meets up because, of course, it cannot be entangled. But yeah, anything Happy gains here, including time on that Demon Hunter creeping, it's all good.
Oh, I feel like the Demon Hunter progress isn't fast enough. Army is okay, I guess. 50 pop, finally level 2. But that was a big steal by Happy. And you see it bottom left. Destroy upgrade, yup. Frenzy upgrade, yup. Ghoul pulled, yup. Let's go.
Oh, it's all coming together, exactly. Yeah, and probably this is looking like a Tinker game. I mean, Happy has in the past played just 2 heroes. But typically when he cannot break that expansion, this is what we call, I think, in the biz, Neo, GG timing. Yeah,
pretty much. So hard to hold. Could also be a Naga second, could also be 2 heroes. And yeah, these ghouls are just flooding Foggy right now.
Such nice items on that Lich as well. 1 coil will solve the damage that Entangle tried to do. And it looks like a 3rd hero. Okay, there's the Naga. Well predicted, and Scroll the Beast as well. Okay, why not? Yeah, force some Wisp detonates.
Get some damage in while you're at it. Yeah, 1-0 away a little bit with that Naga. Very good control against the Demon Hunter, of course. Who's so far away from 3. This AP position, not sure if I like it too much. Far away from the Tree of Life. Happy. Repositioning as well. Going for the next camp, giving Foggy more time.
Interesting, yeah. Just to comment on that AP positioning too, yeah. It's all right maybe because just the surface area of it with that Moonwell, but yeah, it is quite a ways away from the tree. But I suppose, I mean, you're going to want to position like in between the Moonwell and that tree, so it might help. But okay, is Happy going to go now? Is it time?
Off we go. Got the level ups And maybe wrong read for Foggy. Not too sure. He moved out. Can always TP, of course, but this AP is only buying time. TP is coming in. No repair, really. But man, he is catching quite a few ghouls off guard.
Scroll the beast. The wisps were already, or some of them at least were already detonated. Coil, the shop is in position. 71, by the way, against 49 currently. Generally, I'd say no one can win this fight, but Happy always proves me wrong in these situations.
It's Happy, indeed. Potion for the Demon Hunter on cooldown. Still no level 3. This Moonwell would keep Foggy supply block, but the supply lead is massive. Don't really know if taking this camp was the right choice. He's trying to transition into Disease Cloud, into wagons, into A-bombs, but he lost so many ghouls already. Nova, Coil, Demon Hunter under threat, but there is a staff.
One Fiend about to fall. Happy almost gets the Demon Hunter kill, but the staff is ready. A couple of Dryads are falling to just the heroes. Demon Hunter's going to come back with full health. Still not level 3, but he's soon to be. A couple of Fiends taking a lot of damage. This might give the Demon Hunter level 3. One more kill and that'll be it. Happy trying, but I feel like Happy had such a strong timing there for a second when everything came together. Yes. When he's sitting at the tavern, but he just chose to not fight for some reason.
100%. Waiting for the Disease Cloud and waiting for the wagon. Might have broken his neck here. Foggy has a whooping 30 supply lead. Ooh, dodges that mana burn quite a bit with the Invul Potion, but man, Happy on roller skates.
That wagon you mentioned being pressured back to the base, but will live, and that is a nice boon to the army. Happy's still kind of in fighting shape. You can only say that about him. He's in fighting shape with 43 supply, but, you know, he could get some kills here for sure.
Ooh, Bone Chimes on the ground. The block by Foggy! Naga! Can he reach the Dryad Spears? Slowing down, and that must be a kill with the mana burn. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Oh my god, free item for Foggy as well. He is in such a good spot.
To be fair, though, that was rightfully his, because that was the camp he crept before he town portaled, but still nice that Happy didn't get that and sold that below upkeep. That would have been a ton of gold. Oh, staff?
Is it ready? Needs it. Okay. Heal scrolls essential now. Sells the Bone Chime, so yeah, bears will come later, but at the moment it's all about heal scrolls.
Disease Cloud from that single wagon did decent, actually. And somehow Foggy only 66 supply. I feel like he was much higher than that, and obviously he's been producing the whole time as well. So Happy did impressively well with like a 20 supply disadvantage, and he's back up to 50. This man is just relentless.
Unbelievable, yeah. He's not broken even if he's 35 supply down. It's just incredible. But Foggy's Demon Hunter is so tanky now at 13 armor points. Slippers on the ground as well for even more. A little bit of damage too. Happy has a lot of damage. He goes triple wagon.
Yeah, that's insane. And he's getting an Abomination in the front. What's so cool about this is the choke point, the immediate, like, northeast, or northwest, I should say, of the expansion. That's just, like, a really small choke point. If you get an Abomination in the front and 3 heroes, unless Foggy pre-splits his Dryads, he's not going to be able to get behind to get to those wagons.
Yes, that's going to be the tricky part. Zeppelins would be amazing, as there's very few Fiends. Or 2 groups of Dryads. Oh my god. 2-1 upgrade, bear upgrades coming. There was a big transition time for Foggy. He managed to go to tier 3. So hello orb. And hello more upgrades.
It's all about positioning right now. It's all about position. The Dryads, at least a group of them, have to get behind to get to those meat wagons. If Foggy directly engages into this, he will not win. Like, the damage from these meat wagons is insane. And he's got a greater mana Happy.
I don't see a Dryad squad flanking here. That might be the big oversight. Happy is pulling back into the choke and Foggy is running through the Disease Cloud. Happy is playing this perfectly so far, but once Foggy breaks through this, wagons might be exposed, and that's exactly what's happening.
A-bomb in the front, still great though, and 3 Fiends, 4 Fiends. Plenty of damage. The Abomination doing what it does best, soaking up some damage. A greater mana already used. 2 bears in the back. That's what Foggy needed.
Oh, Demon Hunter in trouble. He dodged the coil with an invul. Absolutely perfect. Bears are hacking, slaying away at the DK. Not the perfect target, but now switching. Lich in trouble. Wagons in trouble. Second last coil used, and these fiends are just disappearing. Bears are hungry. Dryads moving forward. The supply gap is somewhat staying the same. Might be closing it a bit. Heal scroll as well. Happy holding on to dear life as so often. Coil misses. Destro down. Maybe time for the Keeper to shine, but not really. Demon Hunter with the Unholy Aura, man, is such a freaking beast. And the Naga is falling. Level 5 on the Keeper. And this must be Foggy's game somehow.
Yeah, Happy down to 30 supply, Foggy down to 58. The positioning was good initially, but then those 2 bears come in from the back just when Foggy needed them. Naga seems to be more of a liability than anything, really. Maybe this Death Knight could be level 5 if it weren't for that Naga, and it's really just been dying over and over again. Happy continues to creep, continues to be resilient. There's still some camps on the map, but really, what can you do at this stage, especially now with bears on the field?
And this is only game 1, everybody. What a lovely start on our new map, Springtime. Very interesting new positions, and as you said, it's so important. And also having the Legion Doomhorn with the live region against Disease Cloud is just so good.
Yeah, it's got to be the best item probably on the map for Foggy, and it's showing right now, countering that Disease Cloud at least a little bit. And Happy creeping the much less valuable camps, but at least he'll get level 5 Death Knight.
What a banger. Oh my god, did we miss this? Is there another chance for Happy? Little bit of a spike here. Sorry about that. You still with me, right? Yeah.
Yep. Hello.
Hello. Okay.
All right. Level 5 Demon Hunter. Level 3 Mana Burn. One of the best abilities in the entire game. And Heal Scrolls. Probably the best item in the entire game. At least best consumables, maybe. 2 of them on the side of Foggy. Push Invisibility to get that first mana burn, which essentially at this stage is the entire Death Knight's mana pool.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. We're getting closer, everybody. Once again, 30 supply lead. Foggy on 2-1 upgrades. Would love to see more. He's getting 3-1 and then hopefully 3-2. More armor on these Dryads would be so valuable. Demon Hunter is scouting. Does he want to fight outside his shop, outside his Moonwells?
Naga back, Altar unsummoned, Ghouls pulled from the main, Happy creeping, the remnants of the camps on the map, trying to get, what could he get? Nothing really, but a little bit of gold, perhaps an item, another ring. But the Lich is already powerful enough. Maybe the rings would be wise on the Naga even.
Oh, she was on the focus push. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Foggy has all the intel he needs. Destroyers are coming.
That's a lot of Destros, bro. Holy
That's
hell.
Scary. You're not out of shallow water, Foggy. Get ready.
Yeah, there's no way Foggy fights in those Destros with mana, right? Like, even if he has to, like, potentially sacrifice his Tree of Life and then move the Tree of Eternity over after, you never fight into 4 Destros with full mana, no matter how far ahead you are.
But sometimes you can't avoid it. For example, the moment when Happy is pushing our expansion, main base is about to expire. This expo is so important for Foggy. Demon Hunter didn't burn too much. He was spending his entire time. And now Foggy is supply blocked. And he is fighting into the Destros. Keeper in a world of hurt. And he's just diving. Town portal out. Can't do anything. Happy is throwing everything into the breach.
Oh, 1 bear left behind. 1 also went down. And this expansion exposed, but Foggy, I think it was wise to town portal away as opposed to just using a potion of vulnerability there because it buys time for the mana to dissipate on these destroyers. And it's close to, there is no more mana now, so Foggy can finally engage. And Happy almost out of mana entirely.
Oh man, this Demon Hunter is such a beast, but still down to 2/3. Ring dropped on the ground, eats another coil. All these coils ending up on the Demon Hunter, but it doesn't do too much. Happy looks like he's running out of steam.
Again, I say it though, so resilient. Like, how many times did we think he was out of this game? How many times has he been down to 30 supply Happy this game? But he still somehow makes Foggy fight so hard for it. Like, even here, Foggy can still lose this fight somehow. It's just incredible.
Oh, and he's not repairing. I'm a little worried about this Tree of Life. Not repaired at all. Demon Hunter down to 1/3. Hopefully the staff is ready. Foggy gotta have the finger on the trigger. DK about to drop, and there might be a focus fire somehow. Entangle goes through for quite a bit of time. Demon Hunter under pressure. DK moved back to the safety of the statues. But speaking of statues, it's not looking too good for them. Statue going down, trying with a Hail Mary on the DK, but Foggy is so ready. Invo Potion on the DK might be used very, very soon. He's down to 50. Drides are coming from the right-hand side. Oh no, Happy didn't expect that. GG! Foggy takes map 1.
Very nicely done from Foggy. He got an advantage even in the first 3-4 minutes of the game, really, and he didn't let it slip. He was always ahead in supply when he needed to be. He was always winning the fights he was supposed to win, even though Happy has the best micro in the biz, even though he got close to even supply. Foggy doesn't let the advantage slip, and sometimes that's an issue when these two meet.
Unbelievable. Was this just the map? Is the map maybe Night Elf favored over Undead, or was this an insane Foggy performance? Was it a mistake by Happy? Hard to tell currently, but this was nothing but a straight up banger.
Absolutely, yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, historically, though, when Foggy's gone up 1-0 at the beginning of a series, he ends up getting 3-1, right? That tends to be what happens, right?
Well, if Foggy wants a good chance into a series, then it's always better for him if he starts good into the series and has this backup where he can fall back. Incredible. Foggy, basically no mistakes, right? Was there a big mistake by Foggy? Was there any mistake by Foggy?
Not really. His Demon Hunter creeping was slowed down a ton, but that was really just credit to Happy. I can't remember a massive mistake, really. There was no stupid hero losses. He kept all of his archers alive throughout the early game, which can sometimes be an issue. All of his fights were good engagements. He didn't fight into the destroyers with tons of mana. He just town portaled out. I think it was close to a flawless game. You could point out small micro things, but yeah, it was a great game.
And Happy, was that the wrong call? To go for that creep spot before the first push, that is something he has to question himself.
For sure. It's hard to see everything, as we assume that sometimes Happy can, but in that situation, yeah, if he had just pushed perfectly on time, I really don't think Foggy had much of a chance to hold there. But just all it takes is 1 minute, and then you have 12, 15, 18 supply more in Dryads.
It's already quite epic, everybody. Let's do this one more time, and hopefully 4 more times, because this is on the second map. Echo Isles it is. And yeah, was this Foggy maybe a little better prepared than his opponent on the new maps? Was Happy too experienced already on Springtime? He will be very, very experienced on the upcoming map, because it's one of the oldest. It's one of the greatest. Echo Isles.
Absolutely, and this is where Foggy has been able to defeat Happy in the past when they played it, but it was really the days that he was playing Warden on this map. I think he eventually switched back to Keeper almost on every map, so I'd expect to see that, or maybe a Demon Hunter as well, but just because of where the Ancient War is positioned, I wouldn't expect to see a Warden, even though I'm a fan of it in these Foggy against Happy series.
Yeah, aren't we all a fan of the lady with the knives? But yeah, Keeper. Foggy seems just super sold on the Keeper. There's almost no other way anymore for him to play than this.
I suppose, especially with Demon Hunter tends to be a much more micro-based hero. Warden, you could make that argument too, but Keeper is purely really strategical, and it's purely economical when you go Keeper and go for fast expansion. And if you ask Foggy, I bet you he would say, yeah, you just got to go for the economy advantage. You got to go for the strategical win. You can't just out-micro Happy with something like a Demon one-base play. So I think that's probably his ideas with it, but who knows, really.
Abra Kebabra, thank you for gifting the sub. Much love, guys. This is pretty good Friday Eve, I want to say, as we're getting close to midnight, and I'm pretty sure my roommates absolutely hate me for yelling for 9 hours straight. But who cares if we get Happy versus Foggy?
Yeah, it's quite unusual what we do, Neo. Like, who wakes up at 6 a.m. and then just talks for 9 hours straight? It's not often you do that. I mean, in any work or hobby.
It is a blessing. It is a blessing. So, Keeper up to the race and Happy. Yeah, his initial game plan was destroyed. That was an expansion plan. This time, not happening yet, at least. That was one of biggest, the biggest Happy gifts he gave to Foggy, trying to expand against Foggy Keeper. Ooh, last hit would be insane, but This is a more normal game.
I think you mentioned earlier that maybe Foggy was a bit more prepared on the new maps, and maybe that's why Happy went for a fast expansion last game, because that, of course, really simplifies the game. If you have an economic advantage, you just build a big army, creep whatever you can, and then you just push, and typically you'll win the game if you secure the expansion safely in this matchup. So maybe Happy was actually trying to simplify the game by going for an expansion, not knowing the perfect creep route, every timing optimized with playing one base.
Exactly. People are once again asking how this map pool works here at the Back2Wwarcraft Weekly Cup. We use the entire War 3 Champion map pool, that is 13 or 14 maps. And out of that, we pick 7 for a week. And then at the end of the cup, including today, of course, you guys veto 3 maps for the next week. And then we random in 3 other maps that we haven't seen this week. So, rotating map pool.
Potato potato, as we like to call it.
Exactly. That's what everybody calls it.
Of course. Typical. Also typical Death Knight chasing around a Keeper. Why not? The Tree of Life was scouted by a skeleton, and the tier 2 is on the way for Foggy, so all things quite standard, but Happy has one thing going his way, which is just a better creep route, a quicker level 3 Death Knight, more presence on the map at least, and better items.
Love it. But one item Happy can't get, and that's the staff. Foggy even invested in an entangle to make sure that Happy can't staff across the map. So this is also a crapped out expansion. Does he have the Acolytes still up? He's at 26. But is the Graveyard Blade? Ah, no. Seems to be in time. Wondering if he wants to tier 2 expand, maybe.
Possibly, yeah. Equals would be a good map to do that. He's going to be, again, he's going to be level 3 quite early, so he'll have the ability to defend an expansion at tier 2, I would say. Foggy's now crept out of zone. His Tree of Life is done perfectly on time. And probably his Ancient War should move over maybe to 12 o'clock to prepare for that, I would assume, Demon Hunter creeping.
Yeah, me too. Thank you, Jannis Haare, for the tier 1 sub. Should be pretty much your 1-year anniversary, eh? Thank you very much for that.
So that means hair?
Yes. Yes. I think that account was created after I shaved, you know?
Ah, very good. Words again. We saw the impact last game. And again at the expansion. Ooh, 5 more gifties from Dark. Thank you.
Dark UK. A national player for the UK he is. And a lovely, lovely fella, if I might say so. Of course, you're getting even better when you give 5 subs.
Hell yeah. Oh, Fate Coil, but doesn't force the Wisp detonate. I think Foggy was focusing on other things that are Happy, other than that one Wisp he tried to fake the coil on.
Oh boy, how far is this tree? Almost there, but Happy has arrived on tier 2, Lich is coming.
Alright. And there's a tier 3 tech, so there's that tier 2 expansion plan. Out the window, Happy gonna go for what looks like a similar game plan to the last game, but this time Alchemist. Ooh, is this gonna be wins? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
We didn't even pick up on this. No Hunter's Hall. And that is Mass Air on Echo Isles.
Very cool, very cool. I suppose there's less creeps to get like a really fast level 3 Demon Hunter, so maybe Mass Air makes a bit more sense because you just have, you know, a little bit more map control. The Alchemist is good enough on level 2, and also he just creeps in general faster because of Acid Bomb and Heal Spray. So maybe it's not bad, just the Alchemist in general. The Mass Air, I suppose it's as good on this map as any other, really.
Alrighty, this is gonna be quite something. Foggy, I haven't seen him too successful with Mass Air. He tried on something like Last Refuge, bringing in the heat on the DK here, trying to force the town portal. He has another entangle. Can he stay in range? Oh, don't think so. But entangle range is surprisingly crazy. Has to back off. But that's a ton of damage on the DK, and that equals a lot of time.
Forces are under attack.
There's just this tiny thing that Happy just did that I love. Like, so many players would have gone just tight around the trees there, like straight around the corner and then up, just to get out of vision immediately. But Happy knew if Foggy stood close to the trees and got vision with his Alchemist, that he could have entangled over the trees. So Happy padded instead on an angle up and to the left, which is just such a small thing, but just so sick.
And that is, of course, why we have you here, to point out exactly that. The level of detail here, pretty crazy. He goes for the Poison Ivy again. Happy trying to block down portal last second.
Sick block and sick 10 gifts from Clyde Schildpad. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Thank you.
Dude, I think I didn't catch you before. This 2K donation for the World 3 Champions Finals, that was absolutely insane. In typical Kleine Schildpad fashion, just out of nowhere. I woke up and saw, hey, there's $2,000 more on the Matcherino, and that is all thanks to Kleine Schildpad. So hearts in the chat for the Kleine Schildpad with a big heart.
Yeah, he's always so low-key with it, too. Like, he'll always, like, when we used to do ESL America's Cup, at the end of the stream, when I was on the end screen already, he'd just throw, like, 10 gifters in. I'd have to turn my mic back on and be like, thanks, man. I was, like, eating my dinner at the end of the stream. Yeah, that's awesome. Also, we missed a couple before that. There was Rafflecopter ASAP and Data Daver. I'm not sure if you saw those two, but I'm pretty sure we did. So thank you as well to those two.
Oh boy. Crystal Ball for Happy. Again, not the greatest items of all time. And he has no weapon. Now there's web, but not too many fiends yet, if I'm not mistaken. So Foggy trying to harass the base, and there's no fortification, no towers. And of course, here on this map, no Zeppelin to save anything.
Yeah.
Which would probably be shut down fast anyway, but, you know.
All right. Typically, though, one Spirit Tower will be good enough to thwart at least, Fairy Dragons later on, if not the Hippogriff Riders, who are a little bit more tanky. A lot of ghouls left, though. A lot of junk supply, you might say, when there's not enough fiends to web down the air units. And Happy plays very defensive. Trying to expand now.
Fiend immediately onto the Haunted Goldmine to web down at least some units. Destroyer up. Very, very good solution to fighting Hippogriffs at least. Not so great against Fairies, which will be the late game army. But yeah, tier 3 expansion it is for Happy. Foggy growing in resources, breaking upkeep. He needs a numbers advantage.
And typically what we'll see as a reaction to Mass Air would be a lot of armor upgrades and 2 crypts, so that you can just continuously at least have, 4, 5, 6 fiends. But for now, Happy, just trying to get that Spirit Tower up at that expansion. If you can secure 1 Spirit Tower at the Expo, it'll be much easier to fight there. Even a Nerubian, but I would say this is probably going to be a Spirit Tower at the Expo.
Okay.
And I'm wrong, of course. Typical.
Cast a Cursed happens. Thank you, Duzan PFK and Evil Walks also for the subs. You guys are very, very, very generous. And you guys seem to enjoy these weekly cups, which is wonderful. Foggy is mining for a long time, and he got the Hunter's Hall up, which is super important. This also, this is something you, I think, do when you feel comfortable, when you feel like you can survive for a bit, because it is an investment that sometimes you need for the army. And Fairy Dragons only get real good with upgrades.
Right.
So I love that move by Foggy early.
And upgrades are just so valuable when you have low supply units like Fairy Dragons that cost 2 supply. When you have a ton of them, having just even 1/1 is so great. It's well worth its the Hunter's Hall up investment just to get the upgrades. It's cost effective, I think, even.
Reinforced hides coming in. First upgrades, indeed. Happy is preparing a push or distracting a little bit. How much damage can he do?
Ancient War, not too important when there's an air versus, fiend fight, air versus destroyer fight, but it will buy some time at least for Foggy. Big supply advantage as always, but at least for Happy this buys time to secure the expansion. And Happy doesn't even necessarily have to fight, really. Oh, the destroyer a little bit out of position, but a coil will save it for now. Okay,
can he kill the fiends and keep the numbers low? Happy, of course, trying to defend with Frost Armor. Almost no dispel here. Like a Dryad, like a Wisps and all. 10 gifted subs by Evil Walk. Holy smokes, you guys keep on feeding this hype train we got going here. Hype train of Happy versus Foggy, of course. Damn, what a day this is.
So many games, so many great games, so many great players, and the best grand final we could ask for, given the players we had. They're so close, man. So close.
Yeah.
Foggy looks to be in position to even get a 2-0, but now Happy has his own win condition, which is the second base secured. I would say he just needs a second crypt now as well, but even supply, certainly Foggy cannot win with Mass Fairy Dragons.
Nope. I don't think so. Not against Happy. He's trying to cause some damage. Happy's getting upgrades as well, especially the armor upgrades are super important against the higher level acid bomb, so I definitely love that. Also, of course, a solid counter against attack upgrades that Foggy is producing now on 2 and 1. Foggy goes tier 3.
Yeah, I just noticed that as well. If anything, Wellspring is great because you don't have a ton of healing without bears other than with the perhaps heal spray at times, and you can get orb, you can get a third attack upgrade, so there's a few nice things, and this fight is also quite nice for Foggy.
Oh wow, Foggy fighting into the tower, something we rarely see, chasing with the alchemist. Now Web comes in, but is the number of fiends sufficient? Destro sniped immediately, 20 supply deficit again, and Happy is losing unit after unit. What the hell is happening?
Happy, maybe with a sloppy start to the fight for a change. The Destroyer again mispositioned, goes down. Thanks to just the massive air units, that's 3 fiends so far. Alchemist is surrounded, but it doesn't really matter. The ghoul's kind of useless other than attacking heroes. And another fiend's gonna fall right before the TP, and Foggy just gets out. Now ahead, 30 supply, Neil.
That feels like I heard that already on map 1, and map 1 was won by Foggy, of course. He already has 4 new ferries in the queue, closing in on 80. He still has a bank of 400. And tier 3 isn't even finished. Orbs will increase the damage like crazy. Potions, town portals, all that good stuff. Expansion? Not really fortified for Foggy. But man, Happy wasn't broken at the expansion, but he took tons of damage.
Yeah, I wonder if at tier 3, do you get a Potom for another orb and for aura in general? Like even having +1, +2 on these fairies could be great. I wonder if that's worth it. It will obviously be nuked, but having a level 1 Potom eat like a level 3 Coil Nova is worth it just for 170 gold already. And it's cheaper, almost as cheap as an Invuln.
Maybe. Might be a good call. So now we move into Happy's main base. Nerup Tower taking out. Off to the Acolytes. That's number 1. Easy shift Q. That's number 2. Acid Bomb on top. He wants to make double sure to get these resources off of Happy. He's just diving for the... He's just diving for the Haunted Gold Mine. Close.
Happy, stop this.
Town portal, is it enough? Did he calculate this correctly?
Oh my god.
As a student of Moon, he absolutely does. Happy losing the main base. We're down to 2 base versus 1 base in favor of Foggy.
Foggy's making Happy not look like Happy, at least in the last 2 games, kind of. Like, generally, no matter what you do against Happy, especially when it's Foggy, Happy just always seems to end up ahead. He always seems to have enough army, always seems to have the better positioning on the map. But in these games, it seems like it's just Foggy playing better today.
It's incredible. Viewer numbers rising, 2.5k. Spread the word. This is epic. Happy makes the way to the shop. Maybe that's a little oversight here. We do have the first orb. We have double staff, 4 and 3 heroes. So far, no sight of the bottom as Foggy's getting ready for 100 and Happy's getting ready for push.
Alright, how strong is the hero nuke? That becomes really your only out eventually if you're Happy here. Another Tangle, another Nova, a lot of ghouls going down, and 2 destroyers up in the air, but just look at the damage, look at the focus fire.
My! And that's exactly what I mean, like the upgrades are kicking in so hard, especially when you attack the fiends with minus armor. Fight is a little all over the place. Foggy switching targets now onto ghouls, takes out the ground forces 1 by 1. Happy attacking the tree for a little bit, another fiend going down, and that is again a whooping 30 supply lead here. This seems unwinnable, but it's an undead army in the hands of Happy. Nothing is unwinnable for him, but with the DK falls, his game falls, so any hero really. Destroyer focused once more, switching targets. Everything that Foggy is clicking on is in danger of dying.
Yeah, this was a much better fight though from Happy than the last. He was much more on point, saved the Destroyer, saved that 1 fiend. The Devourer was immediate on the Death Knight, so that was a nice fight. He was still down hugely in supply, but if Happy can continue to micro like that and continues to stay on two bases, which he finally is again, the main base being rebuilt, or the gold mine in the main base at least. Maybe Happy has a chance to micro his way out of this, despite being down 30 supply right now.
With heal scrolls, invols for sure. Shop control, again, amazingly important. Push is coming, but we have once again to thank Evil Walks with 11 gifted subs. Is that a thing for you now? You always +1 yourself? Then I hope this is a best of 5, everybody. Evil Walks, thank you so much.
Oh, technically he did 11 before too, because he actually subbed himself and then gifted 10.
True.
22 subs from the man himself.
Good number.
Or woman. I don't know. Either or. All right. Foggy sometimes struggles really hard to close games out against the micro of Happy. Can he finally do it? He's just going to go to the main base. Why not? I can't really blame him. There's no way Happy, in his mind, will be able to afford this many town portals after losing all the economy in the main base. But at least he's got one for the time being.
Not really. Almost 3k left in Foggy's main. Forgetting one ferry here. Little oversight, but the bottom is in. It's +2 damage. And this will, of course, rise. As here we go. Almost like the Golden Armada is back in Happy space.
More spirit towers being upgraded. Immediate town portal. Can the bottom die? No, not enough focus fire immediately. So 3 acolytes, town portals traded, spirit tower forced. And Foggy probably just waiting for even triple orb at this time. Yeah, he needs, what does he need? One more? Yeah, one more orb for the triple.
And 3 upgrades. This is the value of these ferries are so insane. And this is, I think, something I've not seen before. Fully upgraded tier 3 mass air army. It's usually like staying on tier 2. Upgrades are even optional with the strat.
Buys claws from the marketplace. Yeah, I'm wondering if with this fully optimized air army for Foggy, is this an army that can go toe-to-toe with an 80 supply undead army? Because it's always, time is not on your side if you're Foggy. If Happy gets up to 80 supply, typically, you can no longer win with mass ferries. But with 3-3, with Potom, with triple orb, is it doable?
Yeah, Foggy also has the option to go to 100.
True.
He will mine out first. And finally an invul. This invul is so important to take it away from Happy, who's scouting greatly with the Destro.
Right, one more fight. Incoming. 70 supply. Only a 9 supply advantage, but positionally quite good for Foggy to start things off with the coil on point, the Devourer, the split of the Fiends. I don't think Foggy's going to be able to win this fight.
Well, he has a good start thus far, I would say. Destroyers in range, 1 dead immediately. 2 fights as well. Lich level 4, very, very nice. Keeper's in trouble, has to go for the TP. Foggy! Staff out! Wants to stay here as he has a 13 supply lead. He wants to do more damage, wants to take out more destroyers, more fiends. And so far, it looks like it's okay, but for how long? The statues are doing overtime once again. Next fiend is down in the second, and at some point he can't whip anymore. But Happy's micro, Happy's kiting again. Perfect.
Yeah, it's started off a little bit of a weird positioning for Foggy. The Fiends seem like they're split, but now Foggy finding so many kills, and again, just town portals out. As soon as he knows, okay, this is where it becomes the timing where Happy's just going to kill everything with 2 heroes. I'm just going to TP out and then fight again, and he trades perfectly. He loses about maybe 10, 12 supply, and Happy loses 20 supply there.
Yeah, sick fights. And again, this opening by Foggy, he found almost 3 kills in the span of 5 seconds.
Yeah.
That's insane. The acid bomb hits, you right click, you shift a little bit, and just units fall. And now it's time to close this out. Triple Chimera Roost for 100 supply for Foggy.
Love to see it. Love to see it. That's a great way to round off this army with something finally high tech. That's those 3-3 Fairy Dragons aren't high tech enough, but Happy's continue to try. 50 supplies still.
Has to hold. To afford these Chimeras, he has to hold this expansion. But Happy also low on mana. This shouldn't really work.
Man, I'm continuously giving Happy so much credit. Like, I think he can win this fight. I think he can win this fight. All you need to do is give him good positioning once and he'll win the fight. But Foggy has been proving me wrong this series. So often it's the other way around. Happy will be down 20 supply and just destroy Foggy. But Foggy hasn't been losing the fights that typically he would have in other series.
Exactly. Happy had to morph a full mana statue to save it for the coil, or for, because it was low HP. Race for the heal scrolls, I guess, and Foggy gets the invul. Not investing into the scroll, as mostly it's single target damage anyway. 75 pop. Foggy's banking a little more, and then it's time for twin-headed dragons.
300 gold left for Foggy in the main base. Like you mentioned, he'll break upkeep after that main base runs dry. Happy with a little over 3 minutes of mining left in his main, thanks to, well, in part, I guess, thanks to losing the gold mine earlier.
Yes. Selling the altar, getting another ziggurat, rising up to 80. That's Happy's plan. More and more fairies streaming in. Fully upgraded 3-3. And the fight is brewing once more.
Triple Orb is so good. If ever a hero, if ever a unit's out of position, it's just going to die. This hero's out of position right now. The Destroyer is there. The Coil is forced. There was a push in invulnerability. And the Fiend's actually only 2-1. Happy would love a second armor upgrade here, I'm sure.
No lumber at all for that, to afford that. No chance. Spending more coils. Of course, no Demon Hunter here, but the damage is the mana burn, I guess. Lots and lots of webs, and Happy splits perfectly. Everything is all over the map to protect from Acid Bomb.
Again, I'm going to give Happy a lot of credit here and say that he could definitely win this fight, but Foggy seems to be getting some kills. Nice coil last second push for invulnerability forced. Happy has Fiend split 360 degrees around this fight right now, but there seems to be more than enough Fairy Dragons. 83 supply for Foggy.
Yeah, man. 20 supply lead. Just waiting for the Chimeras. They're in production now. Happy forced into the TP. As he couldn't afford another coil, there's another Fiend dropping. Happy. He has no resource to rebuild. He has okay gold and 2 bases up, but are they even ghouls? There's 2 very far away from the graveyard, and that's it. This is not sustaining this army. He can't rebuild, and Foggy is going for the... Like, he wants to put in the nail in the coffin here.
Yeah, with those Chimeras, if he gets the Siege upgrade, but even maybe if he doesn't, he can finally break these 2 Spirit Towers.
Yeah.
And then seal the deal, because the expansion as well as the main base is behind 2,000 gold for Foggy. So he is going to be on a little bit of a timer. 2,000 gold, 2,500 to be specific, is enough if Happy gets that and Foggy is not mining for Happy to really catch up and get a bigger army. So Foggy is on a little bit of a timer.
Corrosive Breath and Foggy. Classical Foggy. Double Wand of Illusion. He's preparing this entire time for exactly this move. Illu on the Chimeras, make it look like it's 12 of them? Let's go.
This could almost be an Idra here. If he gets 12 Chimeras and Happy's already behind in supply, I mean, we could see that. Okay, main base, base race. Generally, Fairy Dragon's not the best at this, but in these numbers, they end up being like 100 supply flying machines, so they're actually quite good.
He can't break the Expo. Is he okay. It's not the repetition of the ESL Cup win where Happy was jumping just on top of everything. No, no, no. Foggy town portaling out, playing it brave, waiting for the Chimeras, gathering his army. Main out, or mine out the main, and the expansion, 1500, then push to 100 and go.
Yeah, we're getting close to like stalemate territory where Happy's just going to sit by those towers and say, whatever, kill my main. I'm just going to sit at my Expo, but... There's the illusions. Is that only actually 2 Chimeras? I'm surprised Foggy didn't manage to get any more.
What do you mean? It's 5.
Oh, true.
Fake it till you make it. Good damage on the desk.
Okay, Happy's totally aware. He's devouring the Chimeras. He totally does.
His game sense is just out of this world, of course. We do have Corrosive Breath. And that takes away a Crip. He can't catch up with production. He's gonna lose the tech. He's gonna lose the ability to go for potions. This is just so much damage. He wants to protect the Potom as well with one of these. Level 5 on the Keeper. This is insane damage! Look at the Fiends melting. There's absolutely no chance. Happy is fighting in his main, but it doesn't appear to be like that. Statues also volley. No chance. Has to take care of his heroes, but... That's it.
Oh my god, dude. This is Acid Bomb. It's 80 supply, 3-3 Fairy Dragon Chimera. Fiends get literally one shot. The heroes are pretty much the only way out for Happy now. Can he get a hero kill? Doesn't look likely. Doesn't look likely he's going to be able to keep his own heroes alive. Death Knight goes down. And 2-0 for Foggy. Incredible game 2 as well as game 1.
Happy stays in there, but there's absolutely no chance. Calls for the game, and what a game this was once again. Foggy absolutely mad, storming over Happy in a mass air fight. Jesus Christ. What a Foggy today.
Yeah. Super well played. Super well played. And again, were there any big mistakes there, Neo? Just like we asked after the first game, I don't think so.
Me neither. I don't know how he squeezed in this Hunter's Hall and all the upgrades and didn't crumble. I don't know. Others always crumble against that. Not Foggy. He found a way. Expo was safe once again. And then he had the time and money for upgrades for a big army. That first fight was insanely well fought. Maybe a little botched by Happy, as you called it, but also super well done for Foggy. Didn't fumble throughout the entire game, even though Happy raised some challenges here. But no, like usually in these series, we always have a moment where Foggy is forgetting an Invo Potion or a staff, and then a hero dies, and Happy picks up momentum, and he takes the game from there. Not happening on both of these maps just yet.
Yeah, and like you say, with Happy fumbling that first fight a little bit, it's like it is extremely difficult to micro against this army. This might be some of the most difficult micro in the entire game. In any matchup, any army composition is microing Fiends in a supply disadvantage against Mass Fairy Dragons with Entangle and Acid Bomb. But you just gotta say, like, Happy, the reason why people stopped doing this strategy against Happy is because Happy seemed to make it look so easy when he would just split all his Fiends in just in a circle around the Fairy Dragons, and he just would barely lose a unit, have a perfect coil timing, perfect devour timing. But in this game, it wasn't the case. Maybe there was some unseen micro that Foggy was doing a little bit better, a little bit more focus fire, better pre-positioning, better entangle timings. But it seems to be the onus is on the undead to out micro the Night Elf in this position. And Happy didn't do what he typically does.
Exactly. So, Carson, you as the representative here on the stream of the NA region, in the War 3 Champions play-ins, Foggy was playing Insub, and Insub was able to take a 2-1 off of Foggy. Now Foggy basically wins the best of 3 against Happy. Does that make Insub better than Happy?
I think so. I think it's fact. I think it's solidified, and in the bigger tournament too. So you know Foggy's gonna be more prepared for that.
It's canon now. It's canon.
Yeah, exactly. NA number 1.
Canada number 1.
Canada number 1. Truly. Happy's washed up.
Maybe it's really not his time. Maybe we just have to play all tournaments at night.
True. I wonder if he's tired. I wonder how he feels. It is, 1 a.m. for him now?
Yes, sir. 2 a.m.
But it's late for both of them, so there's no excuse either way here. The ping is great for both. The maps seem to be pretty fair so far. I mean, Echo Isles, I think, is a totally fine undead map. You could say maybe the first map, Springtime, was maybe at times Night Elf favor, but I think Echo Isles, if it's favoring anyone, it's probably favoring undead. So I think it's fine so far. Everything is even.
Ping is actually funny, because back then, in the ESL Cups, Foggy was still in Belarus, so they were playing on the servers that are in Moscow.
Right.
So now, with Foggy being in Georgia, they are playing on a European server. That means both have a higher server, and Happy doesn't have this 3 MS ping anymore.
Yeah, I wonder how much that impacts him. I think I saw, he had 48 or something like that MS? I think I saw that right. So maybe that impacts him. I mean, if you ask a player like Hitman, he would say, yes, that's a very big deal. The difference between 3 and 48.
It's totally unplayable.
Happy,
if you ask Hitman, everything above 10 is unplayable. And no condition to run a tournament.
Hey man, top 4 offline Sweden with 0 ping. Can't argue with that, can you?
Well, it was Battle.net ping, so it's actually not true.
Oh, was it BNet ping?
Yes.
God damn it. Oh, that's rough. Well, so much rough.
Winning every argument, Carson. Every single argument is mine and mine only. No, it's not true.
Well done.
You had the prophecy of the day. I can't take that away with that tower pushed by Thunder. That is forever. That will be engraved in your tombstone.
Yep.
Anyways, 2-0 lead for Foggy. 3 match points for Foggy. The 3 remaining maps are Shadowgrave, Rusty Creek, and Tidehunters.
Pretty standard. I mean, other than Rusty Creek, obviously, but pretty standard maps. Maps that both players are going to be comfortable on, but maybe the maps that both players are comfortable on, you could give Happy the edge, just historically. So if Happy can make it through map 3, if he can make it through Shallow Grave, maybe he can make it through this series.
There is definitely a chance for Happy to turn this around. We've seen this over and over and over. We were so hopeful in many DreamHack finals as well when it was Foggy match points in a favorable position. But Happy, he's just a mental fortress. He doesn't crumble. He doesn't overthink things. He doesn't go into like a sad state of mind or anything. No. He just keeps on fighting for every inch on every map, and he turns the series around because he's a freaking magician with keyboard and mouse, and also a freaking magician of gifting subs to this very channel. Today is Mr. Evil Walks with 4 gifted subs. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely mad.
Now you're making it an even 25 there with that 4. Appreciate that. Very cool, very neat, very neat. Keeper going across the map, and Happy. Fast expansion again.
Yes, and scouted as well by Foggy, who has a Wisp here. Similar situation that we had on first map Springtime, where Foggy was able to shut this down. Here, bigger map, he's further away, and later to the party.
Absolutely, yeah, quite a bit later. Foggy was there, I think, before Happy even decided to creep the expansion in the first game, and this time the Ziggurat's already half done. Probably will be canceled, but immediately built another one. So Happy's gold mine's going to be slowed down, but he'll certainly eventually get a tower up.
Yep, 100%. Archers are coming in, 1 Ziggurat cancelled. If you can follow this up with a detonate, that would be brutal. Archers coming in for more damage. There's a lot of damage here, but Happy trying to get that Keeper off of his home turf here, trying to surround. Doesn't work, but the attack seemingly stopped.
Foggy with a very quick Tree of Life, again, similar to the last 2 games. Only this time, Happy isn't teching. Happy is having his Ziggurats canceled. There's still more Treants, really. Oh my god, he's going to cancel it again, most likely.
Ooh, can he surround his own Ziggurat, close the surface area? Not against Keeper and Archers, of course. That's a big delay.
Wow.
And no safety, of course, for a future attack.
The gold mine is so delayed, the lumber is just not there currently, and the ghouls that would have given him that lumber, Happy, he has been using in this defense. There's almost another set of Treants, but it's going to take too long to be able to cancel the Ziggurat, so Foggy just going to go back. Happy his tree is safe, and happy that his tech is already coming online.
Yeah, stressful, of course. That was the last bit of lumber. He has a lot of ghouls, so that shouldn't be a problem. Also short on resources, had to grab another rod. No detonates here. Interesting. Foggy maybe depending on all the lumber. But yeah, the tech has a real good timing.
Happy could maybe find... Well, he'll certainly be able to find level 3 very soon with 1 green camp, but maybe he can catch these archers out of position, especially before the Keeper is level 3. These ghouls can do a ton, so we'll see. And Happy can also delay the creeping of this expansion. It's not the easiest to creep when there's a bunch of ghouls in your face.
Here they come. Did he see it? It's nighttime. This might be unexpected, but tree right next to where he gets healing. Keepers around 2, archers as well. Decent damage, preventing the leveling. Gets his own level closer to 3. Hunter Souls, so probably no mass air.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to go mass air if his gold mine isn't rooted anytime soon. It's much easier to go for the much more good late game army, which will be the Bears and Dryads. And 1 Entangle could find 1 ghoul kill, but there is plenty of coils left for Happy.
Oh yeah. A little bit of a pincer attack by the Treants. That was funny. As long as the Keeper doesn't get surrounded. Well, he has the staff, which is finished in 2 seconds, so it should be good. Can Foggy trade favorably?
Really nice from Foggy there. He gets his archer just in range of the Moonwell, waits for the coil, uses the Moonwell, gets 1 ghoul kill, and detonates a couple of skeletons and just saves everything.
Mana is low, so no coil possibly. Ah, we have a coil now. Panda second. No Demon Hunter.
He had the Treants in the middle. Maybe he just wants something immediate because he wants to soak up some of the experience from this expansion, whereas the Demon Hunter would have taken quite a while. So maybe that's why, just out of convenience, really. because it's going to be close to level 2 Panda right away if nothing gets coil stolen.
I mean, if there's more gold for Happy, there's more units, and the Panda can attack more units than a Demon Hunter. It's a very logical decision to me.
True. Forehead. Oh, he just denied. Oh, no.
Oh,
3 head.
boy.
Unfortunate.
Oh, wow, that was the big one. There was so much experience. Is the turnaround happening right here, right now, in the natural expansion of Shallowgrave?
Yeah, that's, as you said, the big one. That's the first big mistake that Foggy's made in this entire series. Is that the mistake? Like, that's how good Happy is like, Foggy makes one decent mistake, being up 2-0. We're like, oh no, I think he's going to lose the series.
It's true. It's damn true. Expo for Happy is up. Production ramping up as well for Mass Fiends. As we have no third crypt, right? That would be like Happy playing Gargs would boggle my mind, but not happening. Fiends it is. Lots of production. Of course, this will be super hard for Foggy.
Player's forces are
most likely will be just a very strong tier 3 timing with lots of Fiend statues, Tri-Hero, Orb, some Destros, and Foggy's going to be the one that's going to have to keep up the supply somehow. But he's halfway to tier 3 himself. Double Lores, Adept is finished for the Bears. His tree is entangling, and the Panda's finally getting some of that experience. But I asked the question, how is he going to get level 3? Does he creep the shop? Does he creep one of the labs with the Panda? It's all going to be tricky.
Yeah, really, really risky to dodge Happy there. It's going to be very interesting because for the first time in this series and also for a long time, Happy is not under any pressure. He knows, well, I got my expansion. If everything goes according to plan, I'm gonna win this. Foggy is the one who has to speed things up. And Foggy is for once not the guy who has to survive in the mid game, but rather is the one who has to break his opponent. And now, way faster tier 3, a way faster tech to Bears. This is a whole different situation than what we're usually seeing.
And it's also very different to see level 4 on the Death Knight this early. That's a crazy amount of experience. He's been getting past level 4 before that Lich is coming out. And the Lich still has a few camps, a couple of greens, labs in the middle, maybe a red camp once that orb is online. So the Lich can still creep. But yeah, level 2 aura already is crazy.
Carson, there's gargoyles coming.
Oh my dear lord. All right. Well, I mean, guards are very good with an expansion because if you can get them in high numbers, they just destroy all anti-air. You're going to always have air dominance against something like Hippogriff. You're always going to be able to defeat lots of Dryads. The only downside is, you're probably thinking this right now, Neil, there's a Panda. Why is he going Gargs as a Panda?
Yeah. I don't really know. And usually, if you play Gargs, you play it with like 3 crypts or even 4.
Yeah.
And this is just 2. And Happy's floating in 1,000 gold.
Maybe he goes just a few Gargs to try to force Foggy to overcommit. When you're on 2 bases, it doesn't take long for there to be an 80 supply army on the field. So maybe he goes like 4, 6 Gargs, and Foggy goes like 12 Dryads, and he just transitions. TP in, all the archers going down, and the Gargs are now shown.
Yeah, this seems like a little bit of an ill-advised attack by Foggy and not ejecting immediately. There was a lot of damage done, but he takes out the shop. It's quite fine. Does he want to bust this?
Well, I mean, the best anti-air is Bears, as we know. And they seem to be doing a good job here. Oh, not the best breath, though.
Well, if you count the Panda as a bear, then it's 100% true. A little bit of damage done, both on even resources, even supply. Huh. Still gargoyles. I don't understand.
Maybe
I do understand. I do understand the support for this channel, though. Zingis, 46-month, thank you. Buttcrumbs, 13-month already. Seems like 30 days with Neo, Remo, Carson, and the ghost of Carson's mustache.
Classic, classic. Very nice, very nice.
Here comes more bears. It's just bear busting.
Literally, I mean, it's a little bit of a meme that Bears are the best anti-air, but if you ask a Night Elf player, they'll say, yeah, I don't care if they go Gargs, I'm just going to build Bears and attack their base. But Coil Nova is pretty good if you ask any player, including Undeads, and that's going to force the town portal. But a couple of Acolytes fall.
Yep. Delays the income a tiny little bit. But, oh, a Dryad wasn't part of that town poll, didn't get the ticket. I seriously don't see Foggy winning. Oh my god. Worms! Happy's always playing the same!
Well, that's a good counter to pure bears. I mean, they are good anti-air against Gargs, but bears not the greatest against Frostworms, it turns out.
No, not necessarily. Can't attack up. Have the weaker damage type. It's no bueno.
They just have really short arms.
Yes, they need like arms like Inspector Gadget.
Give those bears a bow and arrow or something. Come on.
Exactly. Oh, very helpful.
Speak English already. Come on.
Can they?
Wait, do bears have? No, it's only in claw form they say English words, right? They just go rah, 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 when they're in bear form.
Probably. No, Foggy, not again! Not again! Foggy, not again!
Oh,
are you kidding me?
No. Oh no!
Players' forces are under attack.
He has gauntlets. Just drop the gauntlets. Just drop the gauntlets.
He has 2 open slots on the keeper.
Oh god. Come on, certainly he's gonna notice. Hey, I'm missing a really strong item right now.
We've seen the same on Northern Isles, man. It took him 15 minutes to finally pick it up.
Yeah.
And movement speed is so good. It's so good.
Oh man. And Happy is likely to find that because he might just check. He might check Foggy's item, say, oh, no red camp item. Either he sold it or he hasn't prepped it. I'll go bottom left. Oh, free item. It's likely.
It's all going downhill from here, huh? It's likely indeed. It's even supply. 1-1 upgrades on both sides ever. 3-4 is good. Mana potions, I like that. Heal scrolls as well. Orbs are online.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dreadlord and Stone form. Oh, yes.
Love it. It's actually quite a late stone form. I mean, it's perfectly on time as it normally is with Happy, these things, but seems a little bit late, especially against the Panda. It's just such a necessary upgrade. Oh, Django seen. Oh, can he kill it? He's going to try and kill it.
No, pick it. Oh, finally. Oh, that's so good against all the slow.
Okay, free circlet. Happy's like, hell yeah, I prefer that over the endurance aura, dude. Just give me my heroes. That's all I need.
Put it on the lich, get more damage. Exactly.
Yep.
God. Very interesting. Very, very interesting game by Happy.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, usually his answer to bears is banshees and make them your own.
Yeah, double temple for sure. But the Dreadlord, he's got enough heal scrolls though, which is nice. Does he have triple? Yeah, triple heal scrolls. So that Panda, until he's level 5, is not going to be the greatest, honestly. If he's level 5, I don't think any amount of heal scrolls can stop him. But
yeah,
this is a favored fight for Happy, I would say.
Power Spike Void on level 4 for the Panda for sure, being slept immediately. No waking him up, could dispel it immediately. Here's the Drunken Haze. Oh my god, slept again. The Dreadlord is on fire. The bears are ice cold, probably getting wrecked. Still no Breath of Fire, Carson.
Oh my god, the Dreadlord micro is insane. Oh, that wasn't even a haze fire combination. And Happy wins game 3 with Frostworm, Garg, Fast Expansion, the 3 most unlikely words in a Happy game.
100%. God damn, this was scary. Like, Foggy wasn't able to stop this in time, and it's just done. Just done. That was insane how this spiraled out of control.
All right, and now we're spiraling straight towards Rusty Creek.
Carson, you remembered the map name? I mean,
No, I read it. I read it.
Okay.
Thank you for trying to give me credit though, but I'll be honest, I read it.
And Carson, I am demanding something of you now.
All right. Yes, sir.
You will apologize to the mighty of Twitch chat because we raised $150 for this very weekly cup. You were a doubter. You were proven wrong. My boys and girls and in between us in the Twitch chat did it once again.
Good job, Twitch chat. I'm sorry. I'm forever sorry. I love you guys so much. Just so much.
It was Globe Trotsky with the $4.45, making it a full 150. Lovely. Every single cent that goes above this goes directly into our pockets for more support of the weekly cups. And now, the first tournament game that I see on Rusty Creek. Love it. Spawns here work in a way that there's no close position, but you don't know where your opponent is. It can be on the same lane as it is now. It could also be cross position. Should be known by pro players, of course, but you never know. What will we see? Expansions? What is it? Nothing certain anymore.
Yeah, nothing at all. Yeah, and that's certainly true in Foggy's mind right now. He's thinking, oh god, I gotta scout extra carefully. Yeah, this is kind of like a Turtle Rocky sort of map.
Yes.
Red camps on the extremities, and then the sort of how the spawns work. Mercenary camps though, and yeah, weird expansions, very close expansions, like an Autumn Leaves sort of esque close expansion to your natural or to your base, your main base. So
that expo is super duper mega hard though. The natural expansion is the starting position on your side where you're not at.
Oh, weird. That's actually a little bit unorthodox just for other maps. Cool.
It's exactly what I said too when I casted the last game between somewhere. But yeah, love it. I feel so home on this map. I don't know why. It just gives me a good feeling. Foggy, of course, still on match points. Had to suffer the first defeat here. But still sticking with the keeper, and why not? Happy pulls out the creeps to delay this a little bit. Is this the same trick with the Acolyte as it is with the peons?
I think it's the same, only instead of repairing, you unsummon your Necropolis.
Gotcha.
I think that's what you do. Pretty sure. Might be wrong. Jack's in the chat, he would know. 100
bits coming from Butt Crumbs. I'm Butt Crumbs from the future. Foggy wins because Babs defeats Happy again.
We need a Babs vs. Happy show match.
Oh my god.
For $10,000.
Oh boy.
Wait, this is really weird from Happy.
Yes.
He doesn't even have a lot of ghouls. Does he have backpack? He doesn't even have backpack. Okay, does he not know this map?
I don't know, man. It's on ladder for like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, I wonder. If Remo was here, he would know whether or not Happy's played this map because he watches the stream.
Oh, of course.
But I don't know, because that is not a Happy-esque opener. Just scout and then no backpack, run to your opponent's base. Now he's creeping with split with the ghouls, but again, no backpack. This isn't as efficient as it could be, the split creeping.
I agree. Wanted to fastest tech possible. Foggy again, going for an expansion, as he always does. But, oh, Happy is patrolling here. Foggy, of course, knows that this is the natural on the bottom left-hand side. And Keeper fights DK on level 1.
A very nice zoning from Foggy, keeping the ghouls and the Death Knight at bay. And there seems to be a lot of space on this map for there to be hidden trees of life. So Happy likely to actually miss the tree if his scouting is not perfectly on point. And Foggy trying to get level 2 desperately.
Happy also with lots of scouting. Skeletons, Acolyte. Got good vision in the south of this map.
The creeps? Where'd those creeps go? Oh, they got pulled again. Okay, finally Foggy's gonna get level 2. Happy gonna get level 2 himself. Has Staff of Teleportation. Looking to be very, despite the early game movement from Happy, pretty standard from him with that staff, with the ghouls creeping. Tier 2, he's gonna, just try to get level 3 Death Knight, pressure with that Lich at Tier 2, and get to Destroyers as fast as he can.
Okay, ghoul kill right there. Acolyte finds the tree. So, can he hold this? Is there wisps for detonating against skeleton? Will Foggy even try to hold this? He's being blocked. Oh, wow. Happy is just so good.
This is just perfectly calculated from Happy. He might lose 1-2 more ghouls, but it's certainly going to be worth it. He's going to get this tree last second. Actually, how many ghouls is he going to lose for this? Okay, just 2. Just 1.
That was, of course, skeletons, but that's about it. That's about it. He has to play this one maze now. I mean, as you said, this is a big map. You can hide trees. Maybe that's a way. Oh, I'm fearing. No, okay. I thought for a second this is a steal, but no. Staff in. Is this level 3?
Oh, yeah, just barely. And will the tree be rebuilt? The Wisp is moving out, perhaps to a different location this time.
Yeah, I can expand closer.
Done. Yeah,
Thank you,
sure,
Pump.
probably just creep it straight up.
Thank you, Pumple, for the 12-month sub. Lovely nickname.
Is he gonna wait for the Demon Hunter? That would be nice. I mean, it's gonna be a little bit like not the best game flow to wait for the Demon, but okay, he'll just split the XP with the Demon when it comes out, which is better than nothing.
True.
I suppose.
If you only had a staff, you could just staff in, but nope,
Oh,
not
so
happening.
sick. That'd be so dope.
Happy got the staff though, sold it already. And that is a decent chunk. Sentry wards, amazing on a big map like this. This map being so big is of course more time till Happy arrives for a push, but he's getting in position.
And one thing, because of Happy's weird early game and delayed creeping and maybe not having the best creep route for level 3 Death Knight, he's not level 3 Death Knight right now, which means this Demon Hunter, free to creep, which is not something we normally see. We normally see Happy just on top of this Demon from the get-go, as we saw in Map 1. But Foggy's going to be prepared. He's going to have Dries, he's going to have level 3 Demon Hunter, but his expansion is still quite a bit delayed, of course.
Yeah, that's the big problem. Can he sustain the defense? That's the big problem. Treant's moving out for a scout. Keeper is at home to defend this expansion. Demon Hunter moves out with level 2 and extra evasion, which doesn't really do too much, of course. Time for an AP, time for the lores, time for Dryads, time for more fortification. But Happy is arriving at tier 3, and that means Frenzy, Destroyers, and a soon-to-be push.
It does also mean, though, less ghouls. 5 ghouls, where normally Happy would have, I think, 8 to 10 at this stage. Normally he builds different depending on the map, so it'll be a little weaker. Oh, and he built an Acolyte there for a second, but then canceled it. That would indicate a tier 3 expansion, which we've of course seen from Happy on Echo Isles. Changing his mind, maybe?
Yeah, this seems a little indecisive. Moving towards the mercenary camp where we have the command aura. Maybe that's a reason to go for this.
Oh, that's sick, actually.
Cobalt Taskmaster, my man. Happy with a lot of rings here today.
Yeah, unfortunate. He normally gets such nice items, but also he normally plays maps with marketplaces almost exclusively.
True.
So he buys the items, but for now he's just gonna be happy with the experience he's getting. He doesn't go for the Taskmaster, but that's certainly something Foggy should go for as soon as he can. It's even very tanky, so it'll eat nukes, no problem.
Orb is online. Happy decides to continue creeping. Once higher levels, once more time. Ghouls finished, or Frenzy finished, Destroyer finished. Foggy moves on to rat spots, and Expo is up and running.
Alright, there we go. Ziggurat coming up. Let's see what this Chieftain drops. Very tanky creep. Thorn's Aura to boot. And Scourge Bone Chimes, awful item. Unfortunate for Happy. He's really not getting what he's looking for right now, whereas Foggy is getting what he's looking for, kind of. Tankier Demon Hunter.
Exactly. A little bit more armor for him. Also not the greatest item. Both are not really happy with this. A little bit more longevity for ghouls in the fight, especially if he dives for a tree. This could be helpful, but don't think this will stay long in the inventory here. 50-50 almost. Foggy doesn't have the big supply lead he needs, and he's supply blocked for a little longer.
Yeah, did he forget these extra Moonwells, I wonder? No, it doesn't seem like it. I think these are pretty well timed, but it would be nice. He would probably, if he's being pushed right now, he of course would regret that, but... Alright, he's got potions now. Is he unaware, though, that Happy's expanding? He must be, because he's playing so defensive.
Yeah. This is also very unusual, I think. Tier 3 expansion by Happy. When do you ever see this? This is rather an X-Lord play than a Happy play, I would say. Scouts are moving out, but this might be too late. Foggy's also on tier 2. He doesn't want to fight. He can't fight.
definitely can't fight with just archers and dryads against this strong level 3 now Lich as well. Illusions, which is nice. And soon Happy's going to be even economy, tier 3 tech for Foggy, realizing the push is not incoming.
Yeah.
He'll stay tier 2 until he knows he's safe, and then he goes tier 3, and soon he'll at least have a tech advantage, or a tech, evening the tech advantage that Happy has.
Yeah, I think it's a good call by Foggy to do so. And realizing this fast enough. He doesn't have this expansion confirmed, and he won't for a little bit. This tree end will expire, so he doesn't know. But he has an idea of what's happening.
He almost saw the Blight there, but not quite. Happy gets another creep camp there. Finally getting a decent item over the Magi for that Lich. That's great for him. Now, will we finally have an engagement? Foggy definitely doesn't want to fight yet, but he might fight out of necessity just to secure some of these camps for himself.
Yeah, levels are getting quite insane for Happy, and now the economy is getting quite insane there as well. Happy looking for a little push, little poke, little distraction. But this should be very obvious, but Foggy falling for it.
Not falling for that illusion, though. Not mana burning the wrong target. Eats the Coil Nova. Has a potion, no potion of vulnerability and healing. And the positioning with the high ground there at the expansion. Quite nice for Foggy, and the AP lives.
For now, Coil Nova, potion used. Scary situation. Has an invul still, goes for another potion. Dryads are coming in. Very wonky to unify the armies now. And Happy continues pushing, buying more time for his Echo. AP is doing a lot of work with that little splash damage it got.
Yeah, such a weird choke point right now. Awkward for Happy to try to fight into it, but he definitely has a stronger army currently. Demon Hunter comes in from the Moonwells with another potion, can do another mana burn actually before the last coil comes in. And a decent fight now for Foggy, now that the Dryads are kind of in the back.
Fiend almost falling. Gets it here. And tier 3 is ready in 5 seconds. That means orb. That means increased damage. And Foggy is holding beautifully. Some kills on Happy's side now as well. Here comes the wagon. We do have Disease Cloud already. That was a long investment, also an expensive investment. But if you can't have Fiends, if Foggy is denying these Fiends, what can you do? One Destroyer up only. That's not enough Dispel to do anything against it. Denied experience, but still that Fiend. Dryads are storming through. Foggy, even supply Happy, no lumber as he used all the ghouls for this. Keeper, a little bit in trouble, has no TP. Demon Hunter 4.
Yeah, great fight for Foggy here. You mentioned the ghouls, and that is going to be a problem. He only has 2 back at home, just like on Echo Isles, and Foggy wanted to trade these Dryads out. He wants to transition into Bears now that he's tier 3. I would assume, at least, he continues to build Dryads now. But yeah, still just a great fight overall. So many Fiends going down. It's going to be a greater heal force. And Happy, again, I asked the question, could he have microed that better? Could he have microed that more like you'd expect from Happy?
Oh man, this wagon. He really wants this wagon, but Happy also really wants to keep this dragon. Lich in trouble. Town portal had to be forced. Will he also lose that meat wagon? He's not portaling to that expo, but the meat wagon is safe. Could be a little opening to do damage to the economy, to the acolytes, but maybe that's also a little too greedy. Maybe take a step back, take the pedal of the metal and expand again as we have a wisp ready on the upper left-hand side. No lumber for Foggy as well, though, as he just invested into master training, more wisps, and in general, just a lot.
Yeah, I suppose there's... I'm right when I say this, right? Yeah, no Shredder on this map, which is a little bit strange in today's sort of map design, but it does force you to be on point with the macro. You mentioned the ghouls earlier, and now you mentioned the wisps. These are both mistakes players have made. The lumber's going to hurt for it, although Happy, very even now in the golden lumber. Has the Disease Cloud, has the Abomination in the front, and his heroes are getting to that scary position where they're almost 5-5, and that's when this Keeper and this Demon Hunter really can't live too long in the fights. Yeah,
Foggy is allowing the red spot for Happy, who's town portaling home. There's a TP on the Keeper, but is everything in range? Here is the question. Almost. Once again, a Dryad might fall here, but he wants to slow down Happy's economy. That's his #1 priority while he's switching to Bears and Hippos.
Oh yeah, Hippos too. I didn't catch that Ancient Wind, but that's going to be quite nice. If you can get enough Hippos where there's not enough Fiends to web all them, then you can get air superiority, then the Bears pretty much counter everything else on the ground. So that's what Foggy's going to go for. And he's also, I'm still waiting for him to go for that expansion at the top you mentioned earlier, but it's going to be scouted now, the Wisp at least, by Happy, and plenty of creeps left, but they all seem to be more on Happy's side of the map.
Didn't go for the red spot as he was pulled to his expansion. Orb of Venom number 1, finally, pretty late. And Happy is poking again. 10 supply lead for Foggy. Upgrades, only 1-0 for Happy. 2-2 for Foggy. Colnova immediately can use the Moon Wells, of course. It's full, no Super Wells yet. Web has finished. Has to do something against these hippos, and he does.
Probably has to do something against the meat wagons as well, too. Just fighting in just straight up right now, but Happy decides to town portal out, lost a destroyer, and I think he killed, what, a dryad, a bear? I don't know if he actually killed anything. I guess no corpses because the meat wagons, maybe just a dryad there. But good trades again for Foggy.
Oh man, what a banger match. Already love the more macro-oriented approach here. 2-base, and plenty more. Lots of creeps, high levels, and Foggy gets the time he needs for the 80 supply army. Disease Cloud is of course working overtime, but he does have at least 2 heal scrolls, rather more.
And that missing Wellspring would be wise to upgrade. It's not urgent right now, just before next night time. Foggy should definitely get that. He's sitting at the tavern. I guess he's just positioning himself. Weird though that he's not trying to get some of these creeps, because he knows that Happy's creeping, and he knows that Happy's on his way to Lich level 5.
Yeah.
He's just sitting here, kind of.
Interesting indeed. He knows that there's a little bit left on the bottom right. That could also allow a pit stop to the shop. Oh, but Foggy has no TP, so he can't move too far away.
Hit Rejuve to help against that disease cloud. Foggy, will he go to 100 supply? Because right now the supply is even, but the heroes are not.
Oh yeah, 5-5.
And I don't think Foggy's going to be able to win this fight, just given completely even supply.
I agree. Can he reach the meat wagons this time? Happy is moving into a closer position. There's almost no chokes here, so positioning is also rough. But he is distracting from his expansion for now at least. Are these consumables enough? Is this army enough? It might be 80-80, but the upgrades for Foggy are of course a lot better.
Yeah, 2-2 against 1-0 only on the Fiends currently. Happy at least does have a potion of mana on his Death Knight, so this sort of poking and prodding with the Demon Hunter, forcing Coil Novus, using mana burns, won't make Happy have 0 mana at the bare minimum. 1 Wisp cleaned up, and Foggy might be guessing there's another expansion now because Happy was so vehement in trying to deny that scout there.
Yeah, also maybe he just wanted to prevent another expansion by Foggy, as he's scouting here as well with the Watch Award. Level 5 Lich now though. No triple hero, high level undead heroes, and Foggy at the moment can't follow. He's very inactive in his doing.
Yeah, for sure. Very, very passive in this sort of late game. I'm almost thinking like he's never going to have the time, Foggy, to do this, but in order to win a fight, I would say he almost needs to go high upkeep with double Mountain Giant to win a fight at this stage. I don't think he can do it with his current army. Maybe he'll surprise me, but it's going to be very difficult.
He is building the Moonwells for 100 supply. Could just be more bears, more dryads, more hippos. How many hippos do we got? Oh, 8. Lots of fiends as well, though. He can web every single one of them.
Yeah. Tangle. Trying to put some damage, at least get some mana burns on that Lich, force some coils used defensively. Anything not aggressive on this Demon Hunter or this Keeper is great, but the positioning is pretty decent for Happy. Again, those meat wagons you mentioned, you just can't reach them.
Oh wow, the Destroyer micro pulled them far to the side. Oh my god, there's so much web. Nothing can really reach, and everything that's still up in the air will be greeted by a Nova, but Happy doesn't like that position. Moves out, and of course that is now Disease Cloud working overtime again. 800 gold left in the mine. There is an Exodus by Happy, of course. He can heal while on the way with statues. BC, 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 win the game.
Alright. There was 2 Fiends going down before that town portal, and not a ton of Hippogriffs. So Foggy's getting to the stage where he'll almost certainly have air dominance, and that's 15 supply in destroyers that will be completely useless. Not to mention that, but also the Entangle will be way stronger against things like the Abominations, the Fiends, if Foggy can kill all these destroyers. So a couple more Hippogriffs, even though it seems like a lot of wasted supply, and Happy's going to have a difficult time.
Foggy, what are you doing? Is it a town portal? Yes, it is. There is a choke here, self-created by Foggy. The Dryads are very exposed, has to open up that choke. This is almost unengageable for Foggy. He's trying though. Nova immediately kiting back so much web. Still 2 units able to reach. Is it enough to do something? Finally, the bears arrive in that position, and Happy is forced into a town portal once again. Destroyer! Last second. But both stay at around 80. Both are pretty rich. Foggy invested 1 heal scroll, is closer to the shop. And Carson, is that your second sick call of the day? That is hardened skin.
There it is, yeah, and Foggy has just enough once the main base is run dry to, just like you mentioned on Echo Isles earlier, to go up to 100 supply after the main base is run out, because, you know, 1 base on high upkeep, much better, feels much better at least than having 2 bases on high upkeep. So yeah, maybe going to 90, going to 100 with double Mountain Giant could make this army unstoppable for Foggy, potentially, other than the potential for hero focus, I would say.
What a sick game. Happy is expanding again. Rusty Creek, everybody. I praise it since I played it the first time. Match
war,
points.
Though. I'm gonna go find that.
Ooh, is he though?
$83 for Foggy as well versus 80 for Happy. Invis pot actually for Foggy. Is he gonna go? Does he know that there's an expansion? They're just gonna go cancel it, staff away. A simple solution.
Okay, Coil Nova is strong though. No disable, no Tinker Rockets or anything. Makes it a little easier. No sleep. There is Foggy moving his tree over. Always tricky. You will staff a lot. You are reliant on Moonwells. Now you have to move from the tree to the Moonwells and then staff back in. Costs a little more time. But he is indeed going to the north.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh man, so decisive moments.
Absolutely, yeah. Foggy needs a little bit more gold for those double Mountain Giants that he's, I'm guessing, waiting for it. But Happy is pushing this Tree of Eternity. Is Foggy ready to fight yet? Yes, he's 80 supply. Yes, the supply is even, but Foggy would love a little bit more time right now.
He did create himself some time by shutting down Happy's expansion, but Happy won't allow any more time. 2:40 a.m. in Georgia.
Oh, little misposition on the first meat wagon. The Hippogriffs come in from a nice angle, but 2 of them are still rallied in the back. They're webbed. Ooh, this position is getting really messy, which is going to favor Foggy.
We have 2 heal scrolls available against this. Needs to use it soon. Are the Mountain Giants coming? Not just yet. Very, very conservative heal scroll number 1 used. Demon Hunter can't really connect, nor Hippo straight up in the air as he does more damage to Web. Can he finally do something against these destroyers? Can he finally do something against the wheat wagons? Happy kiting back, but Foggy in a supply deficit.
Yeah, just a 5 supply deficit. Currently, though, 1 destroyer finally falls. The Hippogriffs break free of the web and are chasing the destroyers down. That means free reign for Entangle if there was only mana on the keeper. The meat wagon still, that really low meat wagon was not focused down when it could have been. Ooh, Coil Nova almost kills. He does kill Potion of Vulnerability and Potion of Healing on the keeper, but it goes down. A huge mistake from Foggy.
Again, this one mistake. He has the gold that he was banking for Mountain Giant, which he cannot use now. Supply still even. 5 supply. It is difference between the 2. Certified banger. Foggy scouts immediately. Happy expos immediately. But Happy wasn't able to get his achievement. He wasn't able to take down this Tree of Eternity. Foggy is up at 2 bases.
True. Very, very good point. Yeah, that's because it seems like Happy maybe at the end won that fight. But he actually didn't, because he didn't accomplish his whole goal of that fight. It wasn't to kill units. It wasn't to kill the keeper. It was to stop that tree from mining. And Foggy earlier with the staff with the Invis pot stopped at the second base. Now of Happy from mining. So advantage Foggy despite the slip up there in the micro for a second.
Supply is still even. This is so nuts. Happy is getting sick upgrades though. 3 and 2 on Fiends and Destros. This is so hard to do, and of course, stat use. We can't oversell the value of stat use in the late game. It's daytime. Foggy's Moon Juice performance, not looking too hot. Disease Cloud still working overtime. The meat wagon that he didn't kill is now ending the Tree of Eternity.
We're trying to repair, but the meat wagons are too strong. The Tree of Eternity goes down. All the Hippogriffs are webbed. 1 fiend out of position. Level 6 right away, both at the same time. That's not going to be the biggest of upgrades, but it's all gravy now as Happy is pushing forward. And really, Foggy doesn't seem to have a ton left. Look at the nuke. Look at the coil defensively used on the Abomination. Foggy might not be able to win this game any further.
These Dryads are just popping! So is the Demon Hunter trying to dodge the coil, but doesn't really work. No redo running below this. Level 5-5 finally was waiting for that moment for so long. Now Disease Cloud attacking that Demon Hunter might actually end his life. Speaking of ending his life, Foggy is aiming for the Lich as he so often did. But without Demon Hunter damage, what do? He's holding on. He's trying to get something done in this fight. But I guess from now on, all he does is lose.
So many units close to falling. My god, and now the nuke is going to force at least that potion of vulnerability. The Demon Hunter went back to the Moonwells, but there was no Moon Juice left, and the Happy 2-2 ties up the series.
Oh my god, we told you. We told you all that it's possible. Foggy was up 2 maps, and now the series is tied. Oh my god, are you freaking kidding me? Is it happening again? Is it seriously happening again? It's close to 1 a.m. here in Germany. It's close to 2 a.m. in Moscow. It's close to 3 a.m. in Georgia. Jesus effing Christ. And our last map.
Last map. We're going on 10 hours now, but there's only 1 map left.
We are indeed going on to 10 hours. And we were wrong predicting this would be Tidehunters. It is not. It is Shattered Exile. Yes.
I haven't seen these guys play on this map ever, I don't think.
I think I've only seen 1 matchup on this map, and that is Night Elf Orc.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I've seen Human Orc as well. I remember Hitman played Chaemiko on this map, but it was very one-sided.
You entertain the masses real quick. I go for a smoke. This is way too nerve-wracking for me.
Absolutely. 1 map left, everybody. Now, this map, don't think it's the easiest map for a fast expansion on the undead side of things, because typically with undead, you have to, of course, expand early because you have to literally build the gold mine at the gold mine. Whereas, oh no, Neo just left and the game ended. Oh, sweet God, sweet Lord.
What the hell?
Okay, good, you're back.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, good. Oh, you have your headset on. Your beautiful CORSAIR headset. Nice.
Exactly.
Yeah. Happy said 2 minutes and then the game ended. I don't know if he left or if the host broke. I'm not sure.
Okay, you just let me know when there's a game.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna check Happy's stream really quick. But yeah, back to that point. Much easier for Foggy to expand over Happy because Foggy can build it anywhere, get more units, and then creep up the camp later on when it's much easier and much more accessible. So this will favor, if it's a macro game from both players, I think it will favor Night Elf overall. But of course, the one upside in a macro game is it tends to go late, which means there's lots of creep camps. We saw the effectiveness of 5/5 heroes for Happy there, whereas Foggy just can't really scale. No matter how good his second hero is, whether it be a Demon Hunter, whether it be a Panda, no matter how good that second hero is, the Keeper just does not scale as well as a Death Knight, as a Lich. So that is going to favor Happy if the game goes late. I'm wondering, Mass Air. Is that a possibility again? Neo, the game is up, by the way. Oh, he's already in here. Hell yeah. That all remains to be seen. I mean, these players, although they maybe haven't played on this map against each other, I'm assuming if, let's say, for instance, Happy is not familiar with the 2 new maps, he's got to be familiar with this at this point. He's got to be familiar with Shattered Exile.
I don't know, man. Who is actually familiar with Shattered Exile? Maybe...
Yeah, 2v2 players, maybe, yeah.
I don't know who's... I think Happy was the top seed, so maybe he was banking on the fact that Foggy was vetoing it, but then Foggy didn't. So it's basically Foggy's choice to let this come through.
Yeah, I'm super curious how they're gonna play this.
Oh man, this is the first big exposure. The deciding map of Back2Wwarcraft Cup 13. It might only be a weekly cup. It might only be $150, but it's so much more, really. Happy vs. Foggy. Game 5. Is it a reverse sweep by Happy, or is it the big title for Foggy after such a long time? Let's get it on. Shattered Exile.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time that Happy is reverse sweeped Foggy after being down 2-0. It's heartbreaking, but it happens, and it especially happens to Foggy against Happy. It seems like, I don't know how many times it's happened, but more than I can count on one hand. Probably.
Yeah, man.
I think that's accurate.
No mercy at all by Happy, of course. That is guaranteed cross spawns here on this map. I wonder if both players know this. We'll probably see if they scout the bottom left and bottom right. Last time Foggy won, by the way. I have to scroll all the way down to ESL Cup 61. It's more than a year ago.
Wait, that was actually the last time? Oh my god. I remember doing a Theorycraft on that like 6 months ago, and I had to go back a patch.
Yes, exactly. 3-1 back in the day. Was there ever a 3-2 victory for Foggy? I fail to find it going back to 2019. Can Foggy finally get his nerves under control and take the final decisive last map? So far was always Happy. Every single time since 2017, Happy won the final map in a best of 5. That's 5 freaking years in a cup called Liadoa Warcraft 3 CIS Cup. I have no idea. I have no idea. I've never heard of this tournament before. But here at Back2Wwarcraft Cup 13, it might just happen again.
We're taking a lot of damage. The Acolyte did the unsummon trick. I'm going to call it that for now because I'm not entirely sure how it works, but Happy did the same trick again. Foggy, eat a tree. Foggy, eat a tree, or I'm going to lose my mind. This is how we lost to Insup, remember?
Oh, no. I mean, it's a big map.
Yeah.
Oh, at least repair a bit.
It could die to just the Acolyte.
Definitely could. That's why he's taking care so much about this Acolyte. That's, of course, lost creeping time.
Scout. Yeah, true. It is lost creeping time, and would it be that it's like 5 seconds of production time to run over, eat a tree, and then root? Like, it's not that much. Like, I would just... Maybe it won't be a mistake, okay? I'll say I was wrong if it doesn't end up dying, but, like, honestly, if I scouted that, I was happy. Put down second crypt, and I run across the map right now. Easy.
Nope. Tier 2 tech. Tier 2 tech, and Keeper is distracting now. Level 2. Is Happy trying to send literally anything to this Ancient of War? The tree is moving, but you can't eat the trees, can you? Behind this barricade?
Yeah, I don't think so. It's gonna be a long travel distance. Oh my god, my anxiety is through the roof right now for Foggy. What the hell?
Foggy old school. He has to cancel the tech. He's going for the Acolyte, and he got one. That's such a big deal.
Wow, that's massive. That is so much tech time lost. Holy, like, Foggy's gonna be 60% done his tech before Happy ever techs.
Oh, he's not slowed anymore. Trying to get out doesn't work. Surrounded TP. But this might actually be worth it. This is worth it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Just the tech alone, even though the gold isn't, a 1-to-1, it's only... Or actually, yeah, 250 gold lost for Happy. Plus the Acolyte, that's 325, almost the same gold difference. And, of course, the tech is the big win for Foggy.
Oh, Ancient! My anxiety levels are through the roof.
All right, brings the wisps. Ancient War lives on 27 HP. Okay.
Oh my god. Hunter Sword coming, tech about to finish. Crystal Ball. Actually, on a big map like this, not the worst.
Oh my god. Okay, so I was gonna say this, but I thought it would be too crazy. Just because his tech was canceled, Happy goes for the expansion. Foggy gets the worst item, gets a crystal ball, but happens just to blind scan the Exo, and what do you know? He sees the Ziggurat, he sees the Haunted Gold Mine, and what do you also know? His tech's like 10 seconds from being done.
That's insane.
I think this is just Bear Bus City. He's going for a Tree of Life because before he scouted the expansion attempt of Happy, he went for a Tree of Life, but I think he just prioritize his tier 3 tech, Panda level 3, and just go bear bust. Easy peasy.
Okay, Carson, nothing is easy peasy against Happy, okay?
True.
But
not even this cancel, even though it should be impossible to stop.
3 treants, 1 is coiled and killed. Skeletons. It takes Foggy such a long time to just get surface area.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? Are we for real here? Are we for freaking real here?
There couldn't have been a better example of what we were just talking about than what Happy just did. That should have been a guaranteed cancel. Against anyone else, it would have been.
I think every single click was the right one.
Because he had to get that surrounder, there would have been just another set of treants to cancel it. He had to force that keeper away.
Foggy trying to bust this, I guess, with the Panda again, as we see no Demon Hunter.
Yeah, I think that's the right choice for sure.
Yes,
Yeah, straight tier 3 double lore already. Very fast tier 3 tech from Foggy.
very super. He's delaying the tier 2 hero for this.
Yeah. Oh my god, Happy with the ghouls preemptively to just block to buy a little bit more time.
He's just defending every single attempt by Foggy to do anything here against Sexpo. Happy the freaking wall.
I wonder, like, is Foggy ever going to have enough gold to get the second hero? Because he's got to get a depth for the bears. He's got to get his first bear out, ideally. He's going to have to get orb.
For once, Happy is a little out of position, maybe at least with one squad of the ghouls. Crypt cancelled. How much damage can he do, Foggy? No TP, of course, mind you.
There's the Panda, by the way. And, like you said, 6 treants, canceling Crypt, canceling 2 Ziggurats. Okay, 9 treants. That's a whole army of trees now.
Nature strikes back. Insane. And here, a little bit of poke. The expansion is running. Damage done, but not to acolytes, only to ghouls.
That was a lot of mana invested for Foggy. Really not a ton of gain. Like, yeah, a few buildings canceled, but he would have loved to use that mana probably to help this Panda start creeping earlier. Instead, the Panda had to wait for the Ancient War to eat through the trees. But still, I think the Panda will be level 3 on time to sync up with the Master Bear training.
This is the earliest invisibility potion that I've ever seen in my entire life. 8 minutes in, Happy Invis DK.
Shades of like 2016 Happy, when he used to always do this against Night Elf and go for like coil last hits in the mid game while creeping his Lich up. He used to do this against Night Elf all the time.
Oh wow, okay. Don't remember that. Carson, big brain. Comment. Wait. He's going Mountain Giants.
Wait, so no longer is it a bear bust. Now it's a Mountain Giant bust.
The legendary Kevin Schreem raised the big statement of MG equals GG. In this case, it would be MG equals tournament win. But man, it's clobbering time, I guess.
Yeah, and you know, Foggy's gonna have plenty of lumber because he got that shredder so early, so it's not like the upgrades are difficult to get. He could even go like 4 Mountain Giants, then get both upgrades and push while he's getting the upgrades. Okay, he's just gonna get them now. But yeah, I guess I don't think 2 MGs is good enough, but if he has 4, he's gonna have 4 MGs before Happy is tier 3, I think. So that's gonna be pretty strong.
Yeah, ghouls might be good against Mountain Giants to a degree, but not having an orb hurting big time. And look at the production building of Happy. It's once again time for Gargs.
Could have maybe Assassins picked up by Foggy. Could be some nice anti-air as well. Of course, that Panda is going to be level 3 after this Mercenary Camp is crept out. Not, maybe. I mean, Happy could steal some creeps here. Of course, Happy's here perfectly on time to steal away the Panda's level 3.
And scouting the Mountain Giants now. I don't think this was too obvious. Panda close to 3. Controlling the DK now to prevent more. But Gargs are coming in for harass.
Okay, so 4 Mountain Giants are out, Neil.
Nuts.
Oh, he did skip the upgrades to go for 4 Mountain Giants. All right, he canceled one and then just built 4.
Okay.
This is the timing. A 4 Mountain Giant Panda level 3 timing to break the expansion. Let's go.
He learned the lesson real hard that you can't allow Happy an expansion. Just, you can't. And now he's trying to bust this. Unbelievable.
You were totally right about the ghouls being great against Mountain Giants, but Frenzy, I think, is necessary to be that effective against the Mountain Giants, to be able to dodge the Breath of Fire, get in and out, put damage on the MGs. For now, I mean, Gargs against 4 Mountain Giants? There's 3 Gargs.
Hardened Skin just finished when he did the first attack. That's so big. It's so hard to do damage. Keeper's in trouble, though. Oh, careful. Trying to bust this shop first. There's a lot of undead building to chew through.
A little bit underwhelmed by the Mountain Giants so far. They're great tanks, but where's the damage coming from if not that orb that just left with the Keeper being staffed away? Foggy pays fire, but not getting any kills yet, and soon there's going to be heal scrolls at the shop of the main base of Happy.
Oh boy, he has to go through that Invo Potion on the Panda. He's trying to roast these Acolytes, but it takes these Mountain Giants forever to go to the Haunted Gold Mine. And how do you eject them? Like, how do you get out? This is just brute force. There's no TP. This could be massive damage done to Foggy's army, but he really wants this expansion over anything else.
Ancient War's even here now.
Oh my god! When did that thing appear? But he gets it on the cost of at least 1 MG.
Wow, yeah. And Happy surrounded that like at the start of this engagement. He finally got one. There's double staff left, but one of them might have to be used on this Keeper. Ooh, Foggy doesn't want to lose any more than he's already lost with that 1 Mountain Giant.
He's going for another tree, which seems smart. Outmine Happy 3 base versus 1. But you gotta get that MG out. I think the healthy one staffed out. There's so much experience, of course.
Yeah.
But he stays in there.
8 seconds before it. This 3 Mountain Giants is a lot. This Panda might even be dying. There's a
coil. Keeper is coming in. He's trying to Avada Kedavra. Keeper, do something. Oh my god. Clutch staff.
Alright. That is 3 Mountain Giants and a Dryad going down for this push. And what did Foggy kill? Just the expansion itself. So many kills.
Oh yeah. Experience is crazy, but Lich only 0.6? This is not overwhelming at all. This freed up supply, of course, allows Foggy to bank a little bit and no upkeep. Happy stays at 50, gotta stay at 50. But this is also the next base up for Foggy.
Foggy goes for double Ancient of Wind now. He's just transitioning straight up into Bearer Hippogriffs. He's just going into what his ideal army was last game. And maybe Happy's going to be a little bit like caught off guard, like, okay, what units do I go? But he's just building ghouls still. He's actually still producing ghouls, assuming more Mountain Giants, I guess.
Ooh, this might be a wrong read. There's a rebound by Happy, though. Lots and lots of ghouls. And Foggy is busy creeping. I think he just... Is he going for this tree?
Oh no. It's the game of base trading, dude. Frenzy ghouls are just as good as MGs at attacking. They are respectively the best units for each race to just kill buildings with, and that's what we're seeing. But 2 ghouls go down. TP is on time.
Bear for free. Ancient of Wind scouted and cancelled. 1 goes through. And now he's TPing out. Wow. MG. This is... You know what? I feel so vindicated of going for this map pool, because when do we ever see matches like this?
Yeah, what a weird timing. Yeah, the classic Foggy 4 Mountain Giant timing. All right.
And you know what?
MG goes down.
Lado was calling this 4 MG timing back in 2018.
They were a lot better back then, to be fair.
True.
A lot better. So was Panda. Or actually, no, Panda was weaker back then, wasn't he?
I'm not too sure. I think he's back to where he once was.
Yeah. Dead, used right away. Pandas are just going to power creep. Panda could, in theory, with the amount of creeps left, just creep to level 5. But Happy is, of course, already level 5 on the Death Knight now. And the Lich is going to be on the way to 3. Wait, Foggy's building 2 APs in his base.
Okay,
He's really afraid of the ghoul run-bys.
Yeah, and maybe also guard harass, but closing in the surface area rather against ghouls. There's not so many Gargs. Happy's still on Gargs against a higher and higher level Panda, closing in on 4.
Okay, this game's we're in wacky territory, but let's see what happens. All right, we're just here for the ride, I suppose.
Oh man, aren't we casting the best game in the freaking world? Shout out to the map makers for creating the playground for us here. And it's so cool to see just different maps, man. This is lovely. It's exactly what I wanted.
Heal wards, heal scroll. Happy just needs a potion of vulnerability, and then he seems like he's set, ready to go with the army he currently has. Foggy really wants a little bit more time.
Oh, yeah.
He's building hippogriffs now, but it's going to be a while, I would say, before he's got air superiority.
Foggy's not ready. Not ready one bit. Level 5 Panda would be the absolute dream, but here come the undead wrecking balls. Have to TP. Happy? Nicely. Of course, shop control through the forest. It's so nice. And I think, yeah, it must have been Foggy, right? To open this up.
Yeah, kind of nice. Kind of nice just to be able to buy that TP immediately again. Gonna help both players eventually. And Happy just continues to gain map control, creep a camp, gain map control, creep a camp, and he's getting an XP lead now.
Yep. Rune Bracers. Nice. Usually on Foggy's side. He's moving out to get this forest troll. Rune Bracers here would be insane. Boots of Kel'Thuzad rather weak. And now Happy pushing into the APs.
Shredder gonna go down, but Foggy already has 900 lumber. Panda gets stabbed back. Nice haze fire. But heal scroll immediately. Town portal back for Foggy. Happy definitely doesn't want to fight in range with these APs.
Is there another free unit? Not really. Supply evening out. Happy 2 base. Foggy 3 base. What did the upgrade saying? 2-2. Foggy and Happy 1-1, but not the 1 defense upgrade, but Ghouls 1, Fiends 1. Both attack.
Does Happy know? Well, I'm assuming he does now, but did he know previously about this top right expansion? Had he scouted it?
Not sure. Also, the army doesn't necessarily indicate this. That Foggy is on 3 bases.
All right, so once Foggy cleans up these ghouls, he has the world opens up to him again where he can go for Mountain Giants, because of course he already has the Mountain Giant upgrades. That's the difficult thing about transitioning in the super late game to MGs. But he can do that whenever he wants, but he just has to kill these Frenzy Ghouls first.
Yeah, 100%. And that would also, like, it's a lot of Frenzy Ghouls, so this would probably mean level 3 Breath of Fire. And level 3 Breath of Fire is Foggy's lifeline. He's gotta reach that point somehow.
Player's forces are under
Dreadlord again, by the way.
Oh, we saw how good that was against the Panda earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I do fear a little bit. But plenty of Dryads. You can just abolish it right away. There's no reason, given good micro, that Panda should be slept for too long.
Yeah, but that was unfortunately also the case when we saw the Dreadlord the last time, and the Panda, it took him a minute or so to get the first breath out.
Lich, almost level 5. Happy scrounging for creeps to try to get it, but there is still 2 greens, or even 4 greens left. So this will certainly be Lich level 4 if Happy's given enough time.
2 heal scrolls, heal wards. Oh my god, I didn't see that yet. Vamp aura for Happy.
Oh,
I mean,
right, yeah.
This allows Happy to go into Carrion Swarm. Oh my god, this is gonna be insane.
A lot of hippogriffs, though, for Foggy. And yeah, of course, that Vampire is going to help a ton in the air versus air fight, but there's not a lot of Gargs and 10 supply in destroyers. Yeah, Happy's going to have to kite quite a bit. He's going to have to kite a ton to be able to win this air fight, but with the Carrion Storm you mentioned, it can be very possible.
I like that Foggy is putting down more trees. The more challenges Happy has, the more stressful it becomes, and the safer his normal expansions are. Foggy carries a town portal. There's an attack coming. Happy trying to drain the resources off of Foggy, both at 80. Happy has 1,000 gold.
Be back. Roar. How aggressive will it be? Pretty aggressive. But the Nova on all the Hippogriffs, we definitely need a heal scroll for that. There is one on the Panda as well as a protection scroll. And Happy just going to, again, continue to kite, continue to go for the Nova, and just kill those Hippogriffs. And once that Lich hits level 5, these Hippogriffs are just going to melt.
If there's not enough heal scrolls, 100%. 2 Orbs of Venom on Foggy's side. Happy is just trying to find an angle to attack into, but it's not that easy. Foggy always following him, either with TPs or with good movement. It's a couple of freebies here, but it's so many Hippos and instant TP out. He just won at level 5, gets rid of the APs, doesn't lose too many Gargoyles. It was excellently done. A nice snipe by Happy, but Foggy stays on 3 bases.
Yeah, it was 1,600 gold as well. Just needs that third attack upgrade if it's
Goes for
on
it.
the way.
Goes for it.
All right, very cool. Okay, have the main bases run out every game in this best of 5, Neo? I think they have, right?
Feels like it. Feels like it. And now they're gone again. Happy has a little bit of a backup here, but only 250. And that is now Happy forced to go into another base, I think.
He's got to, for sure. He's got a little bit extra gold in his natural because he lost it to the Mountain Giant push earlier. Weird that I'm saying that. Seems like ages ago, but that is Foggy's strategy this game. But yeah, he's definitely got to go for another base or really decisively win a fight very soon.
This feels like the most important late game in all of 2022. Alongside Happy vs. Soin, maybe in Warcraft Champions season finals. High upkeep for both. Shades of Concealed Hill back at DreamHack. But this time, no Banshees. We went into triple crypt for Happy, by the way.
Yeah, they're both fighting for that air superiority. Right now, Foggy has it, but Happy trying to get it back. And of course, with the nuke, he could definitely do so. And also heal scroll advantage. Heal wards. So, okay, they both have 3 heal scrolls, but 3 heroes helps with that advantage, I suppose, for Happy.
Foggy made no progress, by the way, since we mentioned it last, towards Breath of Fire level 3. Like, nothing.
Yeah, he needs that too. I mean, one fight and they're both going to be level 10 on every hero, of course, but might be too late for Foggy if he loses that fight. Oh, catches reinforcements, that's huge.
Ooh, that's nice. And he's, it's little Sapper time. Oh, that's massive. Can Happy respond to this? Oh, I think he absolutely can. Nope, blows up that one. Carrion Swarm comes in. Massive AoE, of course. So many Gargs, so many Hippos. But can he just snipe this Haunted?
Yeah, he should almost just keep the Hippogriffs back, kill the Haunted Goldmine, and then just town portal away. Oh, Haze is there. Big Haze, but devoured before the breath and pulled back in time.
Wow!
Sleep is so good as well. The nuke is there. It's always impossible to tell who's winning these fights, but it's looking like Happy so far.
I don't know, man. It's absolutely crazy. Happy's at 80. Foggy as well. They're both plummeting in supply. Dryads, of course, decent anti as well. Panda level 5. Oh my god, he made such a big jump. He dispels immediately the heal ward here. Can he nuke something? The TP is on the Panda and Foggy. It's both neck and neck. How crazy is this? Level 3 on the Dreadlord. Only Dryads up. The Gargs remain. Air superiority for Happy. But the Panda, he could gross these. Foggy is the one TPing out. He wasn't able to get this. Keeper! Last second! Oh my god!
The heal scroll saves the Keeper there. And yeah, crazy. I mean, Happy won the air fight, but then the Panda gets level 5. The Dryads clean up those extra Gargs. Okay, Happy, bottom left, is about to be mining, but the economy is still advantage Foggy with that Tree of Eternity moving over. And there's just one gold mine not claimed yet. And that's 12 o'clock.
Are you kidding me? This is insane. This is insane. 25 minutes. 3 a.m. Foggy time.
Yeah, we just passed the 2-hour mark of this series.
Okay, Foggy's Tree of Eternity under attack. There's a town portal. But no, almost no mana on the Panda. Can he do it? Town portal must come in. Trees are marching over. Does he have the sustain? Looks like it.
Nuke. So strong. A bear just melts. And a hero will melt as well. If the nuke is just targeted correctly for Happy there. He's still got plenty of mana.
Did we have a Zapper again? No, Foggy, no resources for it. It would have been a major play at this expansion.
heroes, man. The heroes are so strong. The Panda needs to get in range. That's a decent breath to start us off, but there's always going to be a Coil, always a Nova, and always Foggy's going to lose units.
True. But Foggy... Okay, we're in 2 base now. Foggy slows Happy down. He's at 1300. And Foggy holds the tree.
Okay.
So, to everyone who doesn't like macro maps, we love macro maps.
What does Foggy go unit-wise now? Does he build? Bears are just going to get nuked. Dryads are not going to be the best against Gargs. They're just going to die if there's enough Gargs. Does he go Mountain Giants? I don't even know. He's just going to keep losing everything to this Coil Nova, no matter what he builds.
That's... Well, Dryads, but they get sniped by Gargs.
Exactly,
Oh, this Nova is so sick. Fairies... I don't know, man. I really don't know. This seems so hard.
Maybe a couple of Mountain Giants would be great. It's a big investment, but he has the economy. He's building one bear he wants just for Rejuve, just for Roar, but I think he's got to try to get a couple Mountain Giants. Wait. The gold mine.
When did the gold mine go down? He finally had the resource for Zappa, and he blows it up. We're back at 3 base, 1 base.
Yeah, and Happy rebuilds just 900 gold, but still obviously worthwhile to rebuild it. And Foggy, Ancient Protectors solidifying the 12 o'clock at the same time.
Well, if your units get nuked, go for buildings, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Foggy mined out 2 bases, needs repair, doesn't cost anything, of course. Committing again? Questionable. No, 1 heal scroll. Is he... Little bit of damage, but the statues are there for heal.
Yeah, and Happy never lets Foggy breath on those statues. So often you'll see, like, lower level undead players, their statues will just get chip damage after chip damage. 3 breaths and both your statues are gone, then that's all your sustain gone in the fight. But we notice Happy's statues always full health, always giving more mana. And what does he do with the mana? That.
True. Call Nova always, Carrion Swarm always. Not much mana left anymore. Only Dark Ritual 1 on a close to level 6 Lich. Close to level 6 on the DK as well. Not even close to Tranquility. Committing a little bit to this AP. Foggy going more and more into Hippos. And there is Happy scouting the 12 o'clock. Not sure if he can do damage here. Breath of Fire into nowhere. Was just an Acolyte who wanted to expand as he sees a little advantage. Inward Potion immediately. Oh my! He's just deleting these Hippos. I think at this point, there's no chance at all to win anything with these Hippos anymore. The Panda's helping a little bit, but the Dryads also sniped now. Air superiority once again. Foggy, Happy, neck and neck. Hero focus, keep us staff!
Panda's got to be careful too. It's crazy. This is 3 base to essentially 1 right now. This is the natural of Happy's about to be run out, but there just seems to be no way for Foggy to ever gain an advantage. 59 supply against 61, but the heroes tell a different story.
Yeah. Mana potion on the Panda. He's got to hold this for the first time. There might be a significant supply lead for Happy in a bit, but there's not much mining on 2 bases. Dreadlord needs a potion, gets it. Foggy's 3 bases. How long can he hold on to this?
I think Foggy has to focus more on the statues. He's got it. He's trying to land breaths on the Gargs, but I think he needs to start landing breaths on those statues to get rid of them. There's so much sustain, and look at it. Just coiled over immediately. The keeper just has to leave again.
But the Dryads, they're taking over, aren't they?
Yeah.
Slowly but steady. Statue, low, no mana. Level 4 on the Dreadlord. Kinda nice! Oh my god, the nuke! Statue might be uncool, but he just walks it off the madman!
Insane nuke, and that's not the end of it. Is this just a dead Panda? Okay, he's got a staff available. Oh my god, Happy. His heroes are ridiculous, Theo. His heroes are insane. Like, what can he supposed to do? Dryads are... The counter to Dryads is essentially really high-level heroes. Can I say it? I think he needs to go for more Mountain Giants.
Maybe no time. Shredder dies.
Yeah.
Death and Decay on the Lich, by the way. If he has mana, he can melt this thing in 25 seconds. And Foggy gives it up, doesn't he? The Tree of Eternity will fall. This means no more potions for Foggy. But Happy is also down on 1 base. Foggy still has an Echo advantage.
Happy has a town portal, but he's not going to have town portals endlessly on one base above 50 supply. So maybe Foggy could play some more hit and run. Panda level 5. He's catching so many guards.
Yeah,
Happy.
That was a huge oversight. And that's level 5 keeper. Town portal bought. Maybe underestimated that this gold mine would be gone too soon. Happy has to defend now. Does Foggy know about the bottom left?
He has to, right? Because this certainly that's the only way, nice staff, the only way that Happy could still be in this game.
Probably. Oh, and Happy knows 100,000% where the next objective is. He's expanding on the former spot of the Tree of Eternity. Love it.
Difficult, though, with the amount of treants that are going to be on the field now to stop all the angles of attack for Foggy, especially with no towers at that bottom left. He's got to be everywhere at once. But for now, he is, at least.
One heal scroller versus one. Resources are so rare. Foggy catching reinforcements over and over and over. But now it's Happy time. Once again, 70 pop on both sides. Gargoyles do a fantastic job, but also these defense upgrades, man. Insane value. DK caught out in the open, might be forced into a town portal. That would stop an attack.
No Nova right now for Happy, but Dark Ritual changes that right away. How many Dryads is enough Dryads? I think he needs more than this, but the Haze Fire lands huge, finally, for once. Treants coming down, but there's plenty of Destroyers to get rid of those. Sleep now on the Keeper, has a potion of vulnerability, but all the Dryads are falling.
Oh, can he kill these Gargs somehow? Nuke on the Panda. If the Panda falls, the game is certainly over! No way! The staff was ready! There was an Invo potion! He gives it up! Level 5 down! And Foggy 20 supply! The reverse sweep! Carson, it's real!
Yeah, and that was just a perfectly timed sleep. That's all that was. He sleeps the Keeper. He can't staff out the Panda. Staff out. Is the nuke strong enough? Is he just going to kill? No, okay.
Panda
so
back.
If he had a coil there. Okay, Panda is back. Economy still the only hope for Foggy. 52 supply against 63. Destroyers clean up treants trying to harass the 6 o'clock.
We got level 7 DK, level close to 7 Lich, level 5 Dreadnought. If you think that nuke was strong just a second ago, wait for Carrion Swarm 3.
Man, I don't even think Panda level 6 would be enough because there's Destroyers. He just kills the heavy armor. The nuke is insane. Invuln is available and used. There's just nothing Foggy can do against the heroes.
Happy does it. It must be it. Echo is even. Supply numbers are plummeting for Foggy. Ridiculous comeback for Happy in this series. He was steamrolled map 1, map 2, but then he started to play and oh my god, Panda falls for the second time. 2 hours, 11 minutes. The champion is once again Happy. Ridiculous games, ridiculous grand final. Amazing comeback by Happy. No mercy as he wins Back2Wwarcraft Cup 13.
Unbelievable. All 5 maps, reverse sweep, and new maps. Like you said, what was it? Would you say 2 hours and 13 minutes? Every map, I think, they mined out. Every single, not mined out entirely, but their main bases. A lot of times they mined out at least 4 bases on the map. This was an unbelievably close series. Foggy just seemed to slip a little bit in those last 3 games. I feel like the first 3 he played really well, but we saw the cracks start to show in map 3, a couple of mistakes, then a couple more mistakes in map 4, and then finally just a really weird game overall in map 5. But the first 2 games, I mean, if Foggy could bring that for an entire series, I wouldn't be surprised to see a 3-0 at times.
Yeah, man. That was one of the best Night Elf versus Undead I've seen in a long time. This was also one of the best Undead versus Night Elf I've seen in a long time. Just unbelievable level of this very matchup on both sides. And of course, Happy continues to win the big maps. It's just, he's not crumbling, he's not getting tired, he's not making any big mistakes. And Foggy did once or twice, and oh my god, did that break him there. Incredible map control by Happy as well. Just a dream final. I mean,
Happy probably had higher level heroes in that last game than Laliat had in a free-for-all today. I don't know what his heroes ended up being, but I mean, as a quick FFA, I mean, it probably killed more units there.
What was that homepage again where we did the poll? Straw poll, right?
Straw poll, correct.
Happy might have won the tournament, but we ain't done yet.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we have to eliminate some maps here, and Carson will tell you how this is working now.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the 7 maps into a vote that we currently played today. I'll find the maps and read them to you that we have. They were today. Echo Isles, Rusty Creek, did it. Shallow Grave, Tide Hunters, Tyrannus Stand, Shattered Exile, and Springtime. Those were our 7 maps. We're going to put them into a poll. You guys are going to vote for 3 maps. What you're voting for is the 3 maps that are going to be removed from the pool. So 4 will stay of these 7 maps. 3 will be removed. You guys are going to vote on those 3. After 3 are removed, we're going to take the remaining maps we have not in the pool currently, and we're going to randomize them. We're going to add 3 new maps. Did I do it? I think I did.
Wonderful, Carson. Wonderful. Good. And Armin had a suggestion last week that you shouldn't be forced to vote 3 maps out. We will give you the option to just vote 1 out or 3, but 3 maps will 100% will be removed. And we have a poll, everybody. What 3 maps should be replaced next week? Make between 1 and 3 choices.
See when it catches up, and then we can post her.
Yep. Giving us a sign. I gave myself a go sign, basically.
Oh, nice. Well, then I'm watching for it.
3,000 viewers in the middle of the night. Amazing.
Very dope. Yeah, I mean, this is some killer content, man. This is a bad
sure.
idea. This whole Weekly Cup thing, inventing the Weekly Cup wasn't a bad call, Neil.
Exactly, right? Also the best of series and stuff. Shout out to
all I see
Demon.
is a lot of timeouts. I don't see any poll. Go ahead, sorry.
Shout out to Demon for moderating.
Yeah.
Okay, so waiting for the sign so you guys can vote. Okay, 3 maps out, and then we will spin the wheel. 3 maps will be randomly rotated in.
So again, you guys are voting on the maps to be removed, the maps you do not want to see.
Okay, I think people are asking for the straw poll already.
Yep, I see 1 straw poll in the chat.
Okay, then.
There it is.
There it is. And of course, we can monitor the results. Carson, did you put your vote down already?
I have to think. You know what I'm going to do? Just because I know you'd like it, I'm just going to vote for all the old school maps to be removed. So get out. So EI. Let's go TH. And then what else? Or TS, EITS, I mean. And then should I get TH? Just to make the map pool just crazy. Yeah, EITHTS. There we go.
Okay, I'm going to put the results up now. There we go, everybody.
A lot of votes.
Oh, Echo
Isles. A lot more votes than last time. That's nice.
This is insane.
EI out of here.
Yeah, Echo Isles out, Tyrannus Stand out, Tide Hunters all of a sudden. Far forward when it won the last result, or the last vote. Very interesting.
Yeah, people are voting for the same things that I'm voting for. They just want a crazy map pool.
Exactly. That's what we love. Cool, super cool to see Shattered Exile not getting a lot of votes. Rusty Creek not getting a lot of votes. Springtime apparently very beloved now.
Yeah, it's nice. This is great. Yeah, what was the best map today just for the quality of game overall? Obviously that last game was insane, but just, generally. Was it Springtime had the highest quality games maybe of the new guys? I'm not sure.
Oh man, today was rough to make such a call. What was the best game of the day?
Yeah, how many games did we even cast today? I mean like 22 or something like that, around there maybe.
I think like the beginning of the day with Foggy versus Focus was pretty insane.
Yeah.
Thunder's insane tower push was nice as well.
Oh, right. That seems like, well, it literally was hours ago, but
yeah.
It's unfortunately we never got to see TS. I don't even know if it was played in this whole tournament, but yeah.
So how long do we give these guys? 3 more minutes?
Oh, is there not a timer on this? Oh yeah, well, let's give them till 30 maybe, till a half hour after.
Can I even close the vote? No, but I will take
3,000 people. Let's come on. We can get many more people voting. There's 2,200 people in here.
We have 100 participants so far. Let's give them 5 more minutes from here on out. Yeah. That is 2 minutes past 1:30.
The players are going to be so... This map pool is just going to get completely ridiculous. Everyone's going to be pissed.
I love it.
I mean, still, the number 1 and number 2 seed were in the grand finals. So, I mean, come on. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Nobody really complained to me just yet.
No, I don't think so. I don't think anyone said anything. I mean, I bet you if you asked Happy his opinion, you would hear something. But Foggy, I'm sure, was cool with it.
Why not put the full names? Okay.
That's like way more letters. That's like 90% more letters.
That's a lot.
A whole lot of letters.
I can see that we have a lot of maps starting with T and S.
True.
I can see that. Oh, I can put an end date. Let's do that then. 132. What did I say? Yes, 132.
Oh yeah, the Chimera game on Echo Isles. Yeah, that was we saw Chimeras a few times today. We saw them on Last Refuge. Maybe that was way earlier though. Oh yeah, that might have been Laliat earlier. But and then we of course the Echo Isles game. It's got to, that last game had to have been the highlight of the day though. Really, it's just so crazy. Super so late game. Yeah,
I think Shattered Exile was the forgotten stepchild of the map pool for a long time. We made a great case for Shattered Exile today.
Yeah, excellent macro game. I mean, it could have gotten mined out. If Foggy had found a way to deal with those heroes and actually contest a fight at some point in the late game, we would have seen the entire map get mined out, I'm sure.
100%, 100%. So I think it's 100% certain that Echo Isles is out, and the rest of the vote is also looking fairly one-sided. I expected Echo Isles and Terran Stand, did not expect Tidehunters. I thought it's the most beloved map we have, and it will stay forever.
It is a great map. It is a great map. I just think people, let's just get every map I'm familiar with out.
Maybe, yeah. Cool to see. So you guys got 3 more minutes. I think when you hear this, 1.5 more minutes.
All right, and then we'll spin the wheel afterwards to figure out what pool will we be grabbing from? Do you have the list of maps? I'm trying to think of all the maps possible.
Well,
they'll mostly be standard, right?
Yeah, unfortunately. We have all the craziness here already.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all the maps that we didn't see today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the LR, NI, CH.
Yeah.
AZ, is that in there?
AZ is in there for sure.
Okay. Oh yeah, guys, add AZ into the pool. Wait, we got to randomize.
We got to randomize.
Hopefully it's added into the pool just to make it completely crazy. So it'd just be ridiculous.
So wait, I had a message somewhere. There we go. I'm gonna message you what we have to put on the wheel. Echo Isles we saw today. Shattered Exile we saw today. Shadow Grave we saw today. Rusty Spring. Okay, so possible for next week should be Amazonia, Autumn Leaves, Concealed, Last Refuge, Northern Isles, and Turtle Rock.
Right.
If I'm not forgetting anything.
Sounds right.
Well, lots of hate for Echo Isles here. 2 more minutes.
Almost 100 votes, man. Oh my god.
Can we... Should put the straw poll once again. Last call, everybody! Last call! Is it close? Oh yeah, no, not really. Can Rusty Creek or Shattered Exile get 20 votes in a minute?
Not like, seeing as though only 125 people have voted so far. Not like, oh, Rusty Creek and Shattered Exile are so close. Oh, yeah, but it's only 3, unfortunately.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Nothing really close.
I really hope we see these maps a little more now that the normal maps are being rotated in again.
Mm-hmm. It's good that it's like, there's enough money incentive in this tournament for players to really try their best and to encourage really good players to sign up, but it's also not high stakes enough, not like World 3 Champions where it's like $10,000, right?
Yeah.
It's not high stakes enough to be like, oh man, it kind of sucks as these maps that aren't really figured out yet that they're playing. So it's like, it's sort of the perfect medium to test these maps. So it is a good thing we're getting the more common maps out. It's the best way for us to figure out whether or not these maps are viable or not.
Voting ends right now. Does that mean it's over?
I
think so.
Right now, I don't
over.
know. It's very weird that it's saying right now, because that means it's just indefinitely ending.
Yes. Okay, that is confirmed. Then Echo Isles, Terranas, and Tidehunters out. Man, Tidehunters was the most beloved one last week, and now relegated. I post some information to you. Don't bother mentioning it. We have to spin the wheel. And of course, that is once again powered by our lovely machine at wheelofnames.com.
Very cool, very cool.
Have to log in. I hope it remembers my account.
I used to use that wheel when I streamed a few years ago for doing strat roulette. I have one of the wheels saved to my taskbar of like, it's got like 100 strats on it, and I would spin it and then I would do one of the strats on stream.
That's cool. Oh, it doesn't save my settings, unfortunately, which is a shame, but...
I think if you save the URL, it saves it. I think all the information is saved in the URL that you copy and paste. I might be wrong, but I think it's all in there.
Wheel of names. Okay, let's try. Nope. Anyway, we just put in some map names. It's not the end of the world. And then it's going to be full random. Full random mode. Autumn leaves. Azicon. Sealed Hill. Last Refuge. Northern Isles and Turtle Rock. Okay. That means we can spin the wheel, Carson. Oh, I spin it already. I didn't want that. It doesn't count. It wasn't on stream. Doesn't count. Wasn't on stream. Unfortunate misclick. Doesn't count. Wasn't on stream. Yeah.
Fair.
Doesn't matter.
Fair.
Okay, now that was just
Echo
a test.
Island, so bad map.
It is Gradient. Shout out Gradient. All right, we got all the maps possible here on the wheel, and I'm gonna click it. First map, rotate it in. What's it gonna be?
You get a drum roll sound for this, a sound effect on our stream decks.
There is basically in the back of this. I don't know if people can hear. I don't think so. Okay, Turtle Rock in. Can you write that down in our chat? Turtle Rock in.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Turtle Rock eliminated. It's a little unfortunate of a color here. There we go. So, 2 more maps. Amazonia, Autumn Leaves, Concealed Hill, Last Refuge, Northern Isles. Oh, Amazonia. I don't like that a lot, but hey. The Wheel of Fortune, or sometimes Unfortune. We gotta obey the wheel.
This is such a ridiculous map. This is... Yeah, okay, cool. Shallow Grave is the most standard map so far.
Okay, it will be complemented by one more normal map. ALCHLRNI. What's it gonna be? The wheel will tell us. Does it make it? Oh, it's almost a draw, but Last Refuge, last second, squeezing in. And that's our map pool then.
Jesus. All right, so Rusty Creek, Shattered Exile, Springtime, Shallow Grave, Turtle Rock, Amazonia, Last Refuge. I got to say, Last Refuge might be the worst of those maps that was available that we had too. So these 3 new maps, I mean, not the greatest of the pool we had, but the ones that we already had remaining from today. All going to be fun.
Oh, damn. This is going to be fun indeed. Rusty Creek, Shadowed Exile, Springtime, Shallow Grave, Turtle Rock, Echo Isles. No, Echo Isles.
Amazonia, yeah.
And Last Refuge. Oh boy, what a phenomenal format we have created here at the Back2Wwarcraft headquarters. I hope you enjoyed this, everybody. We will be back very, very, very soon.
Less than 12 hours, 11 and a half hours.
True, 11 and a half hours. Still got to do YouTube and socials, and oh boy, I'm not gonna sleep much tonight, but we are back for a reason, because we have some WC3 Champions finals. And we will open the day with Colorful versus 15 Sway, and then we have Hawk versus Happy. Then we have the lower bracket round, the winner bracket semifinal, then the lower bracket round 1, and then both of the lower bracket round 2 matches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 one-on-ones, and the grand final of FFA, which is going to be insane because it's an absolute legend in Quest, fighting the two hot, most hyped players, I guess, in Little Tick and our current champion Leluami. And they meet up with Lawliot. So very, very interesting mix of old school and new school FFA alongside one of the greatest one-on-one players currently in the mix. Carson, this was a long, 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 long day. You deserve a rest. We all do.
Grilled cheese sandwich. Hell yeah.
Cheese sandwich. Bratwurst. All that good stuff. Oh, nice.
Good. Yeah, very good. A lot of fun. Pleasure as always. And this is a Friday routine, minus the whole waking up at 6 a.m. thing. WC3 Champions, that was just a bonus on top. But this is our Friday, man. It was a good time, and we'll probably see lots more banger grand finals.
Crunchy K, thank you for the 2-month resub. Grup. Xavier next, thank you for the 10-month resub. Of course, every single bit of support is much appreciated. We want to continue what we do and grace you guys with more tournaments like this. Maybe the Weekly Cup is just the start. Maybe we have to announce something soon, which is pretty pog. Every single dollar, every single sub fuels this machine, allows us to pay rent and electricity bills and internet bills, and as long as we can do that, we will do this Back2Wwarcraft thing and fuel this beautiful scene. Carson, we got plenty of options to support us, don't we?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's a direct donation, there's crypto donation, there's you can sub. You could just follow and watch the stream when we get ad revenue. You can watch us on YouTube, we get ad revenue there. But the other two major ways is to go to our sponsor link for CORSAIR. You can get 10% off with the coupon code Back2Wwarcraft. What's the link again, Neil? You got that one for me off the top of your head?
Oh, the coupon code. That is very, very easy for CORSAIR. Nay, what did you say for CORSAIR, right?
The link, the direct link for CORSAIR. You were saying it earlier.
Yes, that is core.sr/Back2Wwarcraft.
Beautiful. You can use that for 10% off. We get a cut of that. And another way to support us is, of course, our Patreon, patreon.com/Back2Wwarcraft. You can get coaching with me, with Remo. You can get, we do monthly fun game evenings where we play custom games. It's a good time. We get playlists, plenty of stuff, plenty of cool stuff, replay review. It's all just bonus for adding to us. We try to, give you guys a little bit extra for supporting us. But really, at the end of the day, it's just a way to contribute directly to us to help us out to keep this machine running. I think that's all the ways. You could always go to back2warcraft.com and you can see all these things. It's all listed there. You can also see our schedule there for what's coming up. You might be wondering what's coming up. Well, it's just WC3 Champions again in 11 hours and 20 minutes exactly. We'll be back right here on this channel with lots and lots of games, super high level games that we'll add as well.
Yeah, and if you find a way to give a day more hours, that would be absolutely amazing as well. This will be rough, but hey, Remo is gonna be back tomorrow with fresh energy. I'm in a loss for words. This was an amazing day. Thank you, Carson. Thank you, chat. Thank you, all the supporters. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, all the players that signed up. You're also pretty amazing. The sign up for tomorrow, for next week's Weekly Cup, will be available in our Discord and of course on our socials very, very soon. Love the format. Love you guys. Love your support. Thank you for doubling the prize pool once again. See you tomorrow.